Hey, we're live.
Okay.
I gotta turn this off before we
Yeah, I was gonna say we got 10 seconds to get that turned off, Chad. Whew, that was close. I guess I'll say the line. Hey yo, what's poppin'? My name is Seawood. This is Le Champion, Chad, and we're just having a fun hangout tonight because we're bored. We're talking on the phone earlier, and we're like, hey, this would make it like a good live hangout. And of course, now we're live, and it just went off the rails from there. But we already got a chat here. We got my pal from Monday nights on Modern Men, powered by the Hero Initiative, Discovery Bay Comics. He says, first hand holding up, man drink, whatever that means. I'll take it.
He's
How you doing, JB?
hosting us.
He had a phenomenal show earlier where he sold books for like 8 hours. So definitely check out JB. We got DNP, Downright Nerdy Podcast. How you doing?
It's me. It's me. It's DNP. Hey, later on tonight or tomorrow, Kat and I are doing something with them. So
nice.
Yeah, I got home from dinner and I was like, yeah, let's do this, Carson, for a little bit.
Awesome. We got Aaron Smith in the chat saying what's going on.
Did you play for the Steelers?
There's probably a couple Aaron Smiths out there, but we got one of them in the chat. So how you doing, Aaron? And JB says he didn't sell anything. Poor guy. That's a lot of work to not sell anything, man. But hey, he likes to give back to the community. So that's the kind of guy JB is. He's one of the best.
Isn't he?
But Chad, what do we hear to chat about tonight? You got something to let breathe?
Oh, the $1 million broski. I got to put on the glasses for that. Turn the hat on backwards.
Oh, man. Looks like getting ready to arm wrestle.
Yeah. Are you getting any feedback? Are we good? Can you hear me good?
I think you're all right.
All right. So I do got something to breathe. We got, what did we pick up today? That's right. We got 2 toys.
Oh, look at these. Click on that, Chad.
We got Batman. I got to turn her off. She's making some. There we go. So we got the Batman Detective Comics 1000. And we got the Superman Action Comics 1000. So, yeah.
You're going to lose those hands really quick.
Let them breathe. So, I mean, on the box, I'll show this one's intact. So it's got full view on here. Very generic Batman multiverse.
That is pretty generic.
Side window doesn't make sense. No graphics. Check this out. No graphics.
Yeah.
On any of them. On the back, it shows the cover art from Detective.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then down here we got what's coming out, and we got Nightwing, Hellbat, Green Lantern, Harley Quinn, and the Batman at last. Now the problem with this, though, Carson, that I saw is John Stewart Green Lantern is the animated version.
Yep.
Harley Quinn is supposed to be the comic version, but it's actually more like the animated one. So, yeah, don't know. All right, so let's get into the Superman. You're right. I'm probably gonna lose it. There's 2 hands.
Get these hands. Oh, R.I.P. people with headphones.
Oh man! Damn it! They got this thing tied in there.
Your floor is going to be a mess.
Let's go with the trash. Okay, so right off the bat, wow, the hands are weird. Check this out. Makes his hands look super long. Can you see it?
Yeah.
It's a very matte blue, very matte red. You could probably tell that they were in there. I mean, what can you say? It's a Jim Lee Superman, right? It
I
looks
can't stop looking at those hands.
yeah, and then the other set of hands are a fist and
Oh yeah, I'd go with the fists.
yeah, let's do that. Pop that one off. Pops off pretty good. They gave me 2 left hands. No, I'm joking. So we got a fist here, and then a quasi open hand. It's like a trigger hand. So let me see what that looks like. Yeah, that looks stupid. I'll put that other one back on. And oh wow, it also comes with a case. Knife, but they don't let me have knives because I cut things.
Yeah, I was gonna say you usually probably use those kindergarten scissors.
Yeah, the safety scissors.
Yep.
It comes with a really cool stand.
Oh, well, that's nice at least.
It's a flight stand. And let's see what it looks like here. Oh, and it grips. That's a cool little feature. All right, so here we go.
Look at that. Wow.
Yeah, not bad, right? I kind of dig it. I mean, there's articulations in it. You really can't move it around on the stand. But what's really cool is the S. It's super, super bright. I don't know if my cameras are doing this, but
it looks good.
I like it. And then
it looks better than the box art, that's for sure.
But, I mean,
it's like they want you to take them out of them boxes.
Yeah, I mean, it looks so much better displayed. McFarlane Toys does a lot of this with the joints, so it's easier to pull it off, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, overall, I don't think it's bad. I actually think this one's pretty clean. All right. I'm going to give a good review, and then I'm going to give a bad review here because this next review of this Batman, I don't know what they're trying on this Batman, but it just doesn't feel right.
Now, see, I remember as a kid, I always lost these stupid capes. How are the capes on these things? Are they going to fall off?
They're molded on.
Oh, good.
So, right out the bat, that's the one kind of. Oh wow, his ankles are super loose. So
they didn't come with extra ankles.
Yeah, he's gonna fall over if you stand him up. But they did give another stand for him. But check out the cape itself.
Oof.
It's like molded to the shoulders. It's a cool look, right? But I mean, as a kid, you're not going to be able to play with it. But I mean,
yeah, it looks like he can't even raise his arms up.
No.
Wow. I mean, that is pretty.
You're getting it right there. Right?
Looks like Batman doesn't need to uppercut anybody.
Well, yeah, you're not even. I guess you can. The head tilts down.
He's having to try really hard.
Yeah. That's
not near as good as that Superman figure.
Yeah, but check out that face on this, though. Is this the animated or is it?
No, that's supposed to be Detective 1000, which would also be a Jim Lee cover.
Same it is, but the face itself, I don't know, dude. Look, compare it to the Superman side by side. Look how small that head is.
No, you're absolutely right. It's like they weren't even made by the same company. That's super weird.
Yeah, and it feels like the boots come off, but I don't know if they're molded. Okay, so
it looks like Batman skipped leg day there.
Yeah, what did he come with? Kind of cool. He did come with a grappling gun. And how quick can I put it in there? So the grappling gun is like a loose rubber, so it does go in. But check out his wrist.
Oh my god!
It's kind of cool because if you're doing like an action pose or something like that. But and this batarang, oh god, look at this batarang. This thing's oh shit.
Oh, there it goes on the floor. Okay.
But it's
Can you actually hold that batarang?
It's super thick. Well, the hands are kind of soft.
Okay,
so,
that makes up for it.
Yeah, so he's able to.
He should have just came with 2 batarangs. That other thing just looks wacky as all can get out.
I mean, his hand doesn't, but he can't raise his arm to shoot.
I was gonna say he's just gonna fire it straight. He can't even fire it up.
Yeah. So, hey, I got him. You know what? McFarlane's always produced good toys. I'm interested to see what they have coming forward, but I think this feels rushed to me.
Yeah,
it feels really, really rushed. Comes with a little DC stand. Thank God, because he does not stand up. Otherwise, he's gonna fall over. Oh, he still falls over. How sad is this?
Wow. Yeah, it looks like he's like trying to use the grappling hook or something so he can't fall over.
He's doing the Matrix, bro.
Alfred, help me.
Perfect segue. Can we talk about that?
Oh, the hand?
Yeah, let's talk
the
about
Alfred hand. Yeah, like brief me on how Alfred got his hand back, because I read a good chunk of the Scott Snyder run. One of my last memories of that run was Alfred getting his hand chopped off and the whole Joker incident. Actually, I guess it wouldn't be. Last it would have been in the Death of the Family, about the middle of it. And so, I didn't realize he actually got his hand back. So how did he get the hand back, Chad?
Like, I'm going to go back and check this out, but this is how I remember it. I swear to you that the entire time that Bruce was Bruce and wasn't Batman, and Gordon was taking over the mantle, I swear to God, when he did that thing and Bruce ended up getting his memories back and became Batman to finish off the Joker, right? Or anyway, when Batman came back, I swear to you, he had that hand surgically put back on, and I think he kept it on ice the entire time.
Yeah, I guess Alfred is pretty crafty, but that seems like a very convenient thing to do. Yeah.
If anybody knows, Ricky Marstad is live as well right now. The great, now powered by the Heroes Initiative. Yeah.
Yes, now powered by the Hero Initiative, Chad.
We forgot to talk about that, but
I mentioned it earlier.
Cool. Yeah. So that was a thing. When did that? What story arc did he come back?
Who, Batman?
Yeah.
It would have been, let's see, Endgame was the one where him and Joker blew each other up in the sewers of Gotham or something and fell to their not deaths. And then there was the, I think it was the Super Heavy storyline. That was the one with Jim Gordon. So it probably would have been right after Super Heavy, because that didn't last too long.
But that storyline was pretty, I mean, they had a cool villain, that guy that was like a...
Yeah, the plant dude.
Yeah. That was super cool.
Yeah. So it was right after whatever that story. I can't remember if the storyline after that had a name, but it would have been about right after that, around going into issue 50 through 52 of that run.
Yeah. I mean, I thought that was an awesome one.
Oh, yeah. And I think in terms of New 52 runs, that's probably the top best run, just because it's we talked about letting your figures breathe. That's the one that Dan DiDio and DC let breathe, in terms of keeping the same creative teams and people in the titles, because at that point I think Snyder and Capullo were the only creative team left from when they launched the New 52 at that point.
Because Johns, when they launched the New 52, was that when Johns was still on Batman? I mean, on Green Lantern.
Yeah, that's pretty much why when they did the New 52 relaunch, they basically didn't mess with Green Lantern at all. because that was their most successful title in terms of overall story. Besides Batman with all the crazy Robins he inherits going into the New 52.
Yeah. Well, Batman and Green Lantern were the only two that didn't really change in
right, which is kind of a detriment to Batman because that still bothers me in that first issue where he's just surrounded by Robins, and apparently he's only been like as Batman for like 5 to 10 years. I'm like, oh, how does he have all these Robins then? That always bothered me, but I think they've just forgot about that at that point, obviously.
Year one storyline was pretty good too.
Oh yeah, Zero Year. Yeah, Zero Year. It probably overstayed its welcome by a couple of months, but that tends to happen sometimes.
I think that's like a very important book for the Riddler.
Oh yeah, no. If nothing else, Scott Snyder, he got the Riddler over in that whole thing.
Well, I mean, Tom King. A lot of people said Tom King. They didn't like Tom King's run on Batman, but his what was it? The War of Jokes and Riddles.
Yeah, I didn't read that one.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, he made Kite Man interesting. All right, Carson, what do you got over there in that box?
Well, we were talking earlier. It was kind of a hilarious conversation because we're like, hey, let's see how many X-Men titles we can name. And we never stopped. I think that's where we got the premise for the show. So for some reason, we're talking X-Men. I'm like, I may as well just screw it. I was going to get one of my short boxes out. I think this one is literally just filled to the brim with only X-Men titles. So I'm just like, let's see what's in here and see if there's anything cool we want to talk about. So I figure if nothing else, we'll chat X-Men. I'll just show some books just for fun.
Let's do it, man.
So we'll start from the back because I think I start with Uncanny and go from there. I try to be organized most of the time. So we got some of that. Oh, look at this. We got like first Psylocke and the X title, I guess. So, hey, Psylocke. People love that, right? And then I don't know, Chad. We're trying to. How many titles did we come up with earlier? Like 100. I felt like.
Well, I mean, if you're thinking about this, like, if we're just keeping it to teams, just here's what I just Googled this.
Yeah.
A plus X.
Oh God.
Adventures of X-Men, Age of Apocalypse, Agent X, All New Wolverine, All New X Factor, All New X-Men, All New X-Men Volume 2, Alpha Flight, Amazing X-Men, Astonishing X-Men again, Bishop, The Last X-Men, The Brotherhood, Cable. I mean, talk about Domino, Despicable Deadpool.
Yeah, pretty much I feel like if you're an X character, at this point, you've just had your own title at this point.
Which one was that?
This one is 267. The second full gambit, I guess. Which I guess, everyone's like, where'd 266 go? I guess John Laurinaitis is watching. It's probably in a stack somewhere here. Or maybe not. Let's try the other.
So, while you're showing that, I'll do the chat.
Yeah.
So we've got Superior. What was that? Superior Hero Review is in the chat. Ricky is talking to the great legend. And we've got Donnie Moser. And he says, hey, bad MFers.
Oh, yeah, look at that. It's the Mastodon. Yeah, pal.
Did you hear that crap about Rocky Johnson's funeral?
No, what happened?
Vince and oh my God, what's the Pat Patterson?
Oh God, what Pat Patterson do?
Well, they showed up drunk, and they had to have Pat. They cut off Pat's mic because he was just running long, and then Vince made the comment, the best thing that Rocky ever did was marry Aya. And the best thing together they ever did was have kids. And then just walked off the stage like a promo with the swinging arms.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's a great.
Sake. Oh, yeah. $266.
Where'd you find that, Carson?
I actually did pay a few bucks for this. This is on my wall at my local shop. I got for like $35 last year. So it's one of the keys. I mean, it's like one of the few keys I was missing out of this run. So it was just like, I may as well go ahead and, fill in that gap.
But everybody, we were just talking about this. Everybody wanted to be Remy.
Oh, yeah. I was just saying, you said this, Remy was in your top 3, right?
Yeah. I mean, from the 90s, like my favorite characters, Nightwing, Gambit, and Connor.
Yeah. I always thought the abs on this looked really weird. I like Andy Kubert, but
his costume was super weird.
Yeah. But hey, still nonetheless semi-iconic cover.
Super powerful if you think about that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, here's a good one. Here's one of my favorite X-Men books in my collection. If we're talking like some of the best covers, I think this is Jim.
Oh, classic.
Right here. Look at that. You got Chris Claremont and his favorite spot to sign. But yeah, I remember like seeing this, and I think I got it for like a couple bucks way back when. I'm like,
they are actually making that Black Widow Hasbro.
Yeah.
Or the Marvel Legends for it's a Target exclusive or GameStop exclusive. The gray suit.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I mean, everyone's like wearing their best right there. You got brown suit Wolverine and that awesome Black Widow, and then Cap in the background. Just like, but yeah, that dot matrix looks really weird on my camera. But anyway, yeah, that's one of probably out of that whole like early like Jim Lee Claremont run. This is probably like the best book in my.
Is that your favorite Wolverine costume?
Probably.
The tiger.
Yeah, side? I mean, if you see brown suit Wolverine, you're just screwed. So I was just kind of partial to the Grant Morrison one, which we'll probably get to in this box. It's because it's like I have to wear those movie costumes. I could just see, kayfabe Wolverine like, I'm not wearing a shirt, bub, and he's just like wearing a leather jacket with no shirt on there. Like, what is that costume? But it makes me laugh every time.
Does he even wear a mask anymore?
I think he's back to a mask again. He's basically brown suit Wolverine again.
And does he still got the flaming? That's a good one. That's Miss Marvel and Rogue.
Yeah. She wants powers back.
And they did such a great job on the '90s cartoon on that.
Oh yeah,
that was a huge thing on the cartoon. Havoc.
Yeah, the Extinction Agenda, man. You remember the Extinction Agenda? Did you read that one when it came out? Good Jim Lee, but I need to rebag a lot of these. I left that nice $2 sticker on it too. Another Jim Lee cover there. Start breezing through them because it just keeps going. Oh, there's another good one. Charles Xavier's having a bad day there.
Yep.
Like I said, I don't chase too many runs anymore because, we're kind of in that digital age where, you can kind of read anything online. But for some reason, I've just really wanted to collect like up until Uncanny 300. So I've tried to put together most of the
strong guy.
Yeah.
I always liked when they all wore the blue and yellow costume.
Yeah.
Like even Gambit had it. Yeah.
Colossus. Shout out to Catrin Figures wherever she's at tonight. I know she loves her some Colossus.
You know what's another good one is when we're gonna get to this probably, but I think was it Grant Morrison? When did Colossus come back? When Kitty ran into him?
That was an Astonishing X-Men, yeah. So he got killed off by the legacy virus cure. He had to inject himself with the cure.
Yeah.
That killed him.
That was like an oh shit moment, right?
What's that?
That was like an oh shit moment.
Pretty much, yeah. That came out of complete left field. So that happened, which I don't know if it's in this box or not. It might be in one of my old boxes up top. But yeah, that was a no shit moment. Then we kind of forgot about him for a minute, and then they didn't bring him back till Astonishing X-Men.
And remember, Kitty was like riding a bull. Oh, Bishop first appearance.
Yep.
Kitty was riding that bullet for like.
Yep.
Like the. Hey, check it out. We've got. I'll let you say it.
Oh man, there's both of them in a row. Okay, we'll just do it. I got water. We got the Mastodon. He says, "Hey, now I'm over here on the YouTubes, and he's selling them bake boxes. We got Bake the Snake."
And if you guys don't follow Bake on Instagram, check him out. He does awesome woodwork. He does some really cool things. I saw him the other day doing a live video of making a Batman logo.
Chad, do you need a first bishop for your run? Because apparently
I got
2.
I've got 3 of those.
Oh, cool.
And I got them in the quarterback.
Like we all do. Yeah, that's a good book to get. There's 283. People like Bishop. Why not? Then, yeah, in my opinion, the X-Men get a bit boring at this point up until about, well, I guess we got the holofoil cards next in the 300s, and then your Onslaught stuff.
What was the one character that he had? Was his name Maggot?
I think so. Yep. Yeah. There's I know Gene Polly's Peter's out of the comic book game. We're trying to get out, but I know he loves this cover.
That's a great cover.
Making it rain, baby.
Is she still married to Black Panther?
I'm pretty sure they got divorced a long time ago. Here's some Executioner songs still in the bag with the
Scott Evans
card. Hey, we got Scott Evans in the chat. I like Scott Evans. He likes to do his homework for Modern Men, so shout out to Scott Evans. And then Donnie, he's bouncing back and forth tonight. More bagged Executioner song. Yep. I never read them because they're in the bags.
Do you have the
here we go. I was talking about those cards. There you go. Attractions.
Yeah, there's the one with Wolverine getting the metal ripped out of him.
That's X-Men 25. It's probably coming up soon. But yeah, this one's signed by Jay Lee. On the card, I know you're not the biggest fan of him lately, but his Marvel stuff's good. JR, John Romita Jr. signed right there. And then I think Jay Lee's wife signed it there too. I can't tell. I forget. It's been so long. But I think next to JR signature there, it's like another inker signature. So yeah, at least a double signed book.
He's a tracer.
I love these. Love these hold holofoil. I remember trying to get all of these as a kid. Now you can find most of them dollar bins. So, but I love these books still. Oh, here you go, Chad. You probably like this one. X-Men 350, that holofoil 90s goodness.
Oh, look at that chromium goodness.
Yeah. That's fresh from the chromium mines, baby.
Is that Joe Mad?
I believe so. Yeah, this is probably during the Joe Mad era of X-Men.
Joe Mad did Gambit awesome.
Yes.
There was a cover. I don't know if you remember. Yeah, you would remember it. There's a cover of Wizard magazine.
Oh, wait. What? This one?
Oh.
Legion Quest.
That's Wizard
one exclusive. This is technically my first ever X-Men comic book right here. This exact copy. Because I collected Wizard at the time, but I didn't really. I just knew about X-Men as a cartoon at that time.
Do you remember Wizard with so it was a cover, it was a yellow background, and it was the 3 of them. It was
okay, you're talking about the actual Wizard cover.
It was Cyclops, Gambit, and then Wolverine. And Joe Mad did it. It was a beautiful cover.
Absolutely. I know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, those early Wizard covers were amazing. I love them. But yeah, this one, I can't remember if this one was polybagged in that same issue.
Hey,
it was around that same time because they were really pushing toward. It's my first subscriber, Fish Tropic. How you doing, man? That guy's great too.
Bake the Snake confirmed that Storm is.
Oh yeah, like I said, I think they got divorced a long time ago. But yeah, this one was polybagged in a Wizard. They were hyping up the Age of Apocalypse, so this is like the book you need. I remember Wizard tried to pawn this off as a valuable book too, because it was in their magazine, literally.
I mean, it was a great story, dude.
Oh yeah,
like he's going back in time to kill Magneto, and then I guess
another part of Legion Quest.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. We can't not talk about it.
Oh.
X-Men Alpha. Once again, fresh from the chromium mines. Let's get that wraparound action.
Look at that goodness right there. Sunspot was so cool in Age of Apocalypse.
Oh yeah, he looked cool as hell.
And Iceman did too. Remember Rogue what was her book? Was that Astonishing X-Men?
I think so, yeah.
Joe Mad did a cover on that.
Some of Joe Mad's best right here.
Yeah.
So there's the back cover. You got there's Sentinels, Apocalypse, Sabretooth. Now I can see it better. Jubilee of all people. Hanging out. Oh yeah, look at Colossus with his like pirate headband.
And he had Kitty with him.
Yeah, right? I'm sure somewhere in there's Dark Beast. He was like the one character of all characters they kept out of this whole run for whatever reason, which was kind of cool.
Sure, man.
Is like one of the nicest guys, especially like in the animated series. I remember like he was the nicest character on the X-Men, and then they gave you Dark Beast, who was just the worst.
and Sinister in this was awesome too.
I don't cover up Wolverine's little nub hand there.
He popped it though. Remember in that? Doesn't he?
I believe so. Yeah, that may be how he kills off Cyclops, if I remember right. So yeah, Donnie makes a good point. It's an eventual modern men read, in my opinion. We need to visit the Age of Apocalypse at some point.
Slim was just annoying.
Yeah, yeah. He only had one eye, didn't he?
Yeah, because Wolverine scratched him because he was with Jean Grey.
Yeah, that's when I like. After a while, I think most of my X-Men are still in a tote under my bed in my parents' house. So I go from like that to the 400s because like all the ones I had as a kid are probably still at my parents' house. But funny. Yeah, you get these like weird. I'm trying to think of even who did that one, but yeah, weird era for the X-Men in my opinion until the Morrison stuff.
Hey, we got
it's D-Rock
and
gone too soon. We got Midwest Conkman Paul. How you doing, man? And we got the return of the Claremont era, him and Alan Davis.
Yeah, that was a good run. So,
it wasn't too bad. I never really got a lot into this run. I know a lot of people famously like it because that's where they gained X-23 on the team. But then eventually you got the Brubaker stuff, and this is for me.
That's great.
X-Men started heating up.
So with him, when he joined, and that led into like he left because he came back to avenge his brother.
Yeah.
And then remember in the whole, what was the giant crossover event where they brought the like Black Lanterns, but the dead X-Men?
Oh, Necrosha X?
Yeah, he actually saved it.
Yeah. So the Messiah Complex was the first part of that run, which I always say this, Messiah Complex, some very underrated X-Men in my opinion. I absolutely love this one. I actually have all of it in hardcover. That's why I don't really have the single issues of it, because this is about the time I started collecting trades and hardcovers in a lot of cases just to save some money. But yeah, I love Messiah Complex. But you know who else we love? Powered by the Hero Initiative. We got the Great Legend Show. How you doing, Legend?
He says, "Hit my music."
That's right, man. That is the freaking music provided by Bob World. Of course, we love Bob World, one of the creative minds behind the Comic Core.
Which one's that?
Whoa.
Which one's that?
This was X-Men 495. It's right after.
I remember, but you don't even have it bagged and board.
I know. I totally chatted this book. It's not even bagged and board.
Spine ticks, man. Chad, he's going to get them spine ticks.
Then there's 497. I think this might be one of them variant cover gimmicks. But this is when Mike Choi was on the book. And I was a big fan of Mike Choi around that time because I got to meet him at a con. And he's doing like free Wolverine sketches. And I was like, oh, I got Mike Choi's on there with Ed Brubaker. I got to get these books. So
I know you weren't
groovy 70s there.
You're not
distorted 70s style.
Boom.
Wow, look at there. That's a beautiful looking
Alex
cover.
Ross signature.
Oh, you know it, man. You are one of the best when it comes to the signatures, Carson. Alex Ross, man.
This is the Dynamic Forces variant.
Dude, that is a sig you're not going to find nowhere else but here on the Comic Core, and it's not for sale, right, Carson?
Oh, absolutely not for sale.
No, but we do have a big giant lot for sale.
There's the regular cover, also signed by Alex Ross.
Dude, look at those Alex Rosses, man.
Oh, yeah.
We got Jambo Comics. Did I say that right?
Jumbo. Yeah, man, Jambo, man. He's the best. He says nice intro. You know, Jambo, Bob World, man, created all of our intros. One of the greatest minds, artistic minds in our community. Well,
I'm just showing some books off, man. We're just hanging out tonight. We don't have an agenda. We know it's cool. We got some Art Adams and Walt Simonson. What a combination that is.
Oh, my God, man. Art Adams. Interiors also, I presume.
Absolutely, yeah. This is back in the day when they tried on the interiors.
Mm-hmm.
You got that. You like some this isn't the X Babies yet. This is actually this might be this is the first X Babies. And you get some long shot in there.
Long shot is a classic. Did you ever have the long shot 1 of 4, 2 of 4 series or whatever?
Yeah, I had that one at one point. I think I might have sold those off my parents' store for like $1. But I definitely had those at one point. There's some more Arthur Adams. You need a lot of these annuals for them.
You know, I remember back in the day, man, Hippies Collectibles and Captain Strangelove for some whatever reason.
Look at this one, Chad.
They loved long shot, man. It was crazy.
D-Runk,
D-Runk, if you wanna jump on and show that,
so it's gonna be worked on. Yeah, you're gonna have to show me and Chad that Superboy commission when that gets done. That's awesome. That's our bread and butter right there. Here's one, Legend. You probably remember this book, signed by Arthur Adams.
Art Adams Franklin.
Yeah, you were there when I got this signed.
Dude, that's a classic freaking X-Men cover. It has, and it has Franklin on it. Damn.
Oh, yeah. I know you like that one. I got that in that Mylar bag for you too.
The best.
Then there's the Kings of Pain annual storylines. Newsstand, baby.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I was thinking about wearing my newsstand shirt tonight.
Yeah.
we were talking the other day, Carson and I were talking. I was at the comic book shop, and I was like, is this a good price? He goes, what is going on with you? I said, why? He goes, why are you buying why are you buying bags and boards?
Yeah, why are you buying bags and boards, man?
I was like, I gotta get rid of these books.
Wow, classic 90s style Rogue and Gambit, man.
Yeah, I think I bought this one for watching Adderall that day. It was like one of those like Pizza Hut like book it gimmick books, I think.
I'm gonna give them Marvel credit on that one. So they did a better job at the wedding versus DC.
Oh, this one's for you, Legend. Some Taco Bell X-Men, baby.
Oh man, now that is freaking cool. Man, what did they ever do a Taco Bell Fantastic Four?
I don't know.
Damn, dude, I gotta look into that.
Exclusive Taco Bell Collector's Edition. Doesn't get any better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have Star Trek and the X-Men?
Yeah, actually, I don't know.
I knew he was going to have it.
I got a funny story about that because I have it signed by Mark Silvestri, and I had him sign it, and he just kind of goes, "Ugh." I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, is something wrong?" He's just like, "No, it's not you. It's just I remember working on this book, Star Trek X-Men, and he said it was just an absolute mess trying to work with because it's like a 2-company crossover. Because I think it was probably like." I don't know if it was I'm trying to think of who had the Star Trek license at that time. It might have been like Dynamite, maybe, and then Marvel with the X-Men stuff, obviously. And he said it was just a complete disaster trying to get that book out. And yeah, it was just pretty fun. But I love me some Star Trek, so I had to have it. Oh, I just skipped the sign.
Okay. I just got an email, and I gotta share this with you, Carson. You ready?
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Bruce used a super science stitch of crazy quilts designed to stitch Alfred's hand back on, and it explained in one panel in Snyder and Capullo's last issue together.
Oh, it's in that issue 51 then, maybe, or 50.
There's a throwaway line on it. He said he's lucky that he kept the hand on ice too.
You know what?
You want to do an unboxing?
Look what I have here.
I'll put you on the big screen.
You know what this is? This is the Winchester. And when you bust out the Winchester, you better look out, because the blade is locked and the blade's coming out. Look at that Winchester. See it shine? All right. So this is a package here. We've got a package. I know everyone loves a good package. And, the great thing about this is you were going to see this, sometime next week on the Great Legend Show live. You never know when the Legend's live, but you do when you see the Legend's truth. But tonight, fans, on the Comic Core, unboxing some items you have not seen before. And you're seeing it here live. Man, Comic Core, Carson, I tell you, powered by the Hero Initiative. It doesn't get any better to help some of these greatest human beings that ever lived and written and created, writing, art, all the good stuff from finish to start, man. Those guys been over backwards, busted their ass all day long, sitting at the writing desk while the guy was drawing out the song. And, we're just glad that we're working with the Hero Initiative to, help out those heroes. They're the creators that are in need.
Hopefully we get the
I'm just looking at those
Jack of
a lot of peanuts in here. Oh, you like those cats back there? See, Carson, you need a little pet. Damn it. I'm going to have to pull some peanuts out. God dang.
God dang.
Jeez. Okay. Great packaging, by the way, from whoever you are. Okay. All right. Got some more little taper. Okay, here we go.
Frisky back there.
I'm going to take this out of this shitty bag. God damn.
Right. You got to put it in some Mylar.
I'm going to get it in Mylar here shortly. When we. I'll do it backstage.
This is great.
Look at the cat fighting in the background. Popeye.
I'm going to do this stupid gimmick. I thought this was so stupid, but a lot of people do it. They cover up the grave.
Oh, look at that! What? Paper Girls.
Paper Girls, man.
So, 9.8.
Damn. Damn.
There was any question.
What I love about this is Paper Girls #1, Brian K. Vaughan, Michael Chang. It's Cliff Chang, Matt Wilson, and Jared K. Fletcher, man. So you got the writer, you got the freaking artist, the letterer, and the colorist. All of their SIGs are in red Sharpie or red paint pen. And that's right. It matches that red title, dude. So 9.8, Paper Girls #1, the first appearance of Aaron Mac, Tiffany, and KJ, wraparound cover, quadruple signed, 9.8. Look at here. You got there Brian K. Vaughan.
Baby.
You got your Chang right there. You got the JKFOR, MNOR, LMANL. Whatever. Jared K. Fletcher, that's him. And then MW, Matt Wilson. I just love that MW. That's old Jared K. Fletcher. But 9.8, Brian K. Vaughan. Cliff Chang, Cliff Chang from the New 52 Wonder Woman 2011.
Oh, yeah, that's a good run, too.
Good run, good artwork.
Brian Azzarello there.
Azzarello, yeah, man. Classic, good shit. But look at that, man. Paper Girls #1. And I have Modern Men to thank for this. I've I read the first 10 issues with my hardcover, my Image Deluxe hardcover of Paper Girls. I got volume 2, which is 11 through 20. Going to start reading it real soon. But tonight on the Comic Core Hangout show, you're getting it before the Great Legend show. 9.8 Paper Girls. And then I'm going to show this again here a little bit later, see if you notice anything different. I think it's going to be a lot clearer, and it's going to be able to reflect even the sun rays themselves with some freaking mylar. You're not going to want to miss it. Back to you. Back to you for now.
JP's Budget Collecting says, never thought I would see the legend upstaged on a stream, but the cats are stealing the show.
Then poor Scott Evans, like, we won't stop going on about Paper Girls, and he just gives it a 4.5. But hey, he stayed to his guns. I got to respect that.
Yeah. I've got another unboxing we're going to do a little bit later, but it's going to be a good one. And, here's the thing. I was going to let y'all know. I mean, Chad reached out to me and Carson, said, hey, you want to go live? You want to like do a hangout or whatever. And I was like, hell yeah, man. I ain't done one of those in a real long time. Showing each other's books and listening to me rhyme. Hell yeah. Watching Chad yawn because the day was long. I mean, hard day, at the office, working this freaking Saturday. But man, I love just coming on here and hanging out. Carson, what other good books you got showing on?
I know Kat would love this one. We got Uncanny X-Men. New Team.
Yes.
One of them dollars.
I've got a bad stained cover of that one. I haven't read it yet, though. That's Marv Wolfman, isn't it?
Yeah, but somebody hits on somebody, like, and starts dating an X-Men in there from the Titans. Who was it? Was it?
Oh, you want to cross the date?
Nice. I know we always get the Jubilee and Robin, but this isn't the right Robin for that. So she was a Tim Drake guy. But Poor Man's goes, what's the con news? I will personally be at C2E2, but I think I will be the only one at C2E2. So hopefully we'll see PMC again.
Yeah, see PMC, see Jennifer Courtney. You're going to see a lot of great people. I mean, you'll even see our good friend Chuck. Chuck Load of Comics is going to be there representing the gang. Him and Shauna, two of the sweetest people you'll ever get to meet. Make sure you go stop by, tell them the Comic Core said hi. You got your classic Jim Lee cover. That was the X-Men number 2. Is that X-Men 2 from the 90s?
Double signed.
And who's the other one on that one?
You got Chris Claremont. You got Jim Lee on the top. Jim Lee took Chris Claremont's spot, so he had to sign down here.
That's so cool. That reminds me of
Doctor, up there, by the way.
Reminds me of Doctor Who. One writer taking over for the other writer as they transition into the second life. Look at that one.
Here you go, Chad. Here's the run you want to collect here. So there's issue 3.
Yep.
And then we love this book here at the Comic Core, don't we? Newsstand issue 4. Let me get a shot of that price tag for you all who want to pay a bunch for that book. $1. $1 for the X-Men number 4.
Newsstand.
This is like my one piece of advice. Don't overpay it for the first Omega Red. For the love of God, you can find it.
Yeah, it's still just. It is what it should be. It's just one of those dollar books,
Yeah, there's probably first full Omega Red.
But
probably not first.
How about this? Why don't they make a movie with Omega Red? He's Russian.
I think this might be my favorite cover of that.
And Russians, man, they're scary. Omega Red, dude. Be the perfect villain.
I should probably somehow appear in that Black Widow movie, and then
we were actually asked about. Mastodon has a question. We were asked about that con today. Actually.
Oh, okay.
That is one, man. I want to get out to Pittsburgh. I want to see John from New Dimension Comics.
Yeah, that guy was cool.
He's been a great supporter of the Comic Core through the years and does a lot of stuff behind the scenes that really helps us out, man. So we love John and we love Three Rivers Comic-Con. Comic Core coming at you live. Ain't there at Chad?
I think this is the first appearance of Gambit's wife's cousin's second bride or something like that. I don't know.
Let me get back on the 3-way, man. You already passed number 4. These speculators don't care about any of the other ones. I mean, Now here's me. Like with that run, I collected up to about issue maybe 9, and then the thing about it was, a kid. I just don't have that much money to buy a lot of books, so I had to go back to FF, man.
If Splash Page is watching, can you turn your head, please? There's no bag.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good cover too, man.
Good cover. I need
Such a good cover.
Is that a Larson?
It's still Jim Lee.
Oh, all right, Jim Lee. All right, good.
But this is in this era. This is like around the time that not only are you getting like X-Men, X-Force, X-Factor, you're also getting Superman, Man of Steel, Action Comics, and what was the fourth one? Because it was a weekly.
Okay, so the Superman stuff they eventually had 5 total books. So you had Superman, you had Action Comics, you had Adventures of Superman, you had Superman, Man of Steel, and when they wanted to get that extra week, they gave you Superman, the Man of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
And the Batman did the same thing eventually. They had like Batman, Batman Detective Comics, Batman Shadow of the Bat. I didn't collect the Batman ones.
Something Tells, right?
Yeah. Yep.
C2E2 should be a blast. Wish the Comic Core was going to be there again, but maybe another year. Hey, man, JP, you're going to get some Carson. Carson's going to be there. He's going to be representing the core.
So next year, with the Heroes Initiative, they do all their planning for the con in November. We just joined them this week, so we're only going to do a couple, but next year is going to be the one that's going to be pretty insane.
Hey, I got that game on my arcade machine.
Yeah, I remember renting that one.
Renting video games, man, that was the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember Blockbuster, dude? Damn.
Yeah. Kubert action.
Yeah, that's a classic cover. That's Colossus, Andy Kubert.
Yeah, like I said, like the
hidden
art
gems,
on the X
real
titles
hidden
was
gems.
amazing in the 90s. Yeah, once the Jim Lee stuff got pushed through, you basically got both Kubert brothers. You had Andy on X-Men, you had Adam on Wolverine, and then I think Joe Mad was your Uncanny artist there during kind of the Onslaught era, basically. So
you had that 1994 Alex Ross Kingdom Come.
Oh yeah! Oh, here we go. Freaking
Chromium
oil car. Oh man, look
at
that. Adam or Andy Kubert signature. My apologies, but yeah, this is one of those like
Magneto,
almost like child grills, I guess. Yeah. When I was a kid, I'm like, oh my god, I need X-Men 25. That's where he goes Bone Claws and gets rid of his adamantium. And I was so happy to like find this at a flea market as a kid.
Legend. Paul had a question. He said there was a company like Netflix, but they were for game CDs. I forget. He forgot what it was called.
It was called
GameFly.
Yeah, GameFly.
Oh, that's right.
What was the thing that came out?
Classic cover
in Sunday's papers, where you it was like for 10 cents you got like 10 tapes.
Oh, like Columbia House.
Yeah,
CDs and stuff.
Link's Covenant. Dude. I don't know if it's like a multiple printing or whatever. I forget. But yeah,
look at the back. Look at the back of that backboard. Look at the back of the back.
Oh yeah, we got half price books, man.
Sure.
That's Generation X, right?
What's that?
Is that Generation X?
I think it's Generation X. Yeah, it's the Gen X characters.
So when the first run on Generation X, in every issue, the artist put a frog hidden somewhere in the comic.
Oh, there we go. That's more like it. Get that shininess.
Yeah, BMG music. Oh my God, Donnie remembered BMG music. BMG. Yeah. Columbia House.
That's what I was thinking of earlier. Columbia House, not Publishers Clear. Those little people give you the big checks at your door.
Here's the thing: if you signed up for the BMG or Columbia House, you're going to get your free ones, and then you're going to be paying full MSRP for all those brand new CDs that came out. I mean, they were going to put it to you, and they fooled a lot of people because the first thing those people saw was the word "free," and they didn't read the fine print. Yet, more sheeple for the flock, I guess.
Who's on a date?
That's a nice road cover right there. Road and Gambit together.
That nice fold out.
So how many times did you read an X-Men comic book, Carson, and read it as the characters from the 90s? And
like every time.
In your mind, you're going sugar.
Yeah. Here we go. Here's like early Onslaught stuff here. I think you get some. No, this one.
Do you have
this is the non-shiny. I have the shiny one somewhere. I think it's in my old collection.
Do you have an FF run?
A what?
I know. I mean, like, I know what you collect, but like, did you collect FF?
I had.
He had
Not
that
as a
Wade.
kid. I didn't really
Wade
collect it
Wearing
until
Go.
Mark Wade.
Yeah, you had that. He had his Wade and Wearing Go. I know. I studied Carson's Fantastic Four, a career. His whole life, he has been on YouTube. Anytime he talks about Fantastic Four, like he shows Fantastic Four, man, I'm there faster than anyone on the Comic Core. I'm there to watch Seawood 19 show some of the books that are oh so fine. He has the runs, and I'm not talking about the brown. I'm talking about turn the frowns upside down and smile, because the great legend's going to be here for a while. We may go filibuster. Okay, I'm not going to rhyme anymore. Sorry. But yeah, Carson, great books. And, you know, everyone who was watching that in the chat, and, you know, you like doing the promos, you like the wrestling, you like to do head, shoulders, knees, and toes, pay attention. That's how you do a promo. From the great legend show. Man, and you got the new X-Men here, fans.
Yep. This is the run that got me back into X-Men. In my opinion, saved the X-Men after the 90s. Because they had a great run in the 90s, but toward that like 98, 99, 2000, it was kind of on the downturn, in my opinion. And then they announced that movie.
Who wrote that one?
This is your boy Grant Morrison.
Oh, dude, yeah. You know, he's a huge fan of the Hero Initiative. And you know that new X-Men, that Grant Morrison, the Comic Core, we're all powered by the Hero Initiative. And you can donate to the Hero Initiative. You can donate to them tonight. You know, open up another tab in your browser, open up that browser on your phone, you know, make the call like E.T. did, E.T. phoning home. No, what you need to do, you know, go to heroinitiative.org. Donate today, be a hero tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about, Chad. What do you think?
I 100% agree.
5 seconds in front of you already, man. 5 seconds into the future. That's how I think. That's how I wink. That's how I blink. That's how I roll with it.
Can I share something with you guys that'll make you like lose your mind?
Hell yeah.
Carson, you got to see this shit.
Oh.
Like, I don't know if this is actually
time to open up a web browser.
Yeah, watch this. This is nuts. So I was just reading this article. It says 90s comic books that are worth a ton now.
Oh no!
Ready?
Goodness, look at that.
Look at the first one. Seriously, $7,500.
I was sitting here going, "What?
Why would you want that when you get a brand new car?"
Why is that Elseworlds book so?
That's why I'm like, what's the deal with this book?
Isn't that recalled because of like microwaving children or something? Or is that the one where they microwaved the baby?
Oh my goodness.
So DC Comics Elseworld 80-page #1, which featured a series of stories from a variety of creators with penciler was a pricier than average comic when it first hit the shelves. Then a total recall on the issue resulted in a majority. Yeah, you're right, dude.
Yeah.
The microwaving kids.
I don't know where Chris Barrett's at tonight, but that seems like a Chris Barrett con. Oh my god, I can retire early. Yeah.
And you got a
baby.
Oh, dude,
I'm retiring now.
It gets worse. You ready?
I'm sure it does get worse.
Bone?
Alec.
Now let me tell you, Bone though, like it. I don't even know what a 9.8 are these 9.8 slab prices.
I don't even think 9.8 slabs sell for that much.
I just know Bone's hard to get that.
This one.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Well, it's the manufacturer's error.
Manufacturer's error.
Those are a little limited. Okay.
Really?
I know it is stupid, but I do love my copy of that book.
But I mean, $2,500 for it?
No. The reason I say no is if Harley Quinn, the character we know as Harley Quinn, the one that was played and voiced by Arlene Sorkin, the original, if she was never in the cartoon, if she was in a comic book first, yes. If she was in a comic book first, but her first appearance in pop culture and in our history, in our reality, was Batman Adventures. That cartoon, no, Batman animated series. Batman Adventures is based off the cartoon.
So Danger Girl #2 with ruby red smoking gun variant, $2,250.
Oh, the first butt up cover, the first cover of a female that had their ass up in the air.
Okay, now this particular title walks into every comic book shop on a weekly basis.
Really, this one?
Everybody's
the Max #1.
Yeah, and I mean Max #3. This is but it's the ash can. So
ash cans are fun to collect, but not $2,100.
All right.
I know me and Midwest would love to have that Thrill Comics, that ash can, or the Flash Comics ash can that featured Captain Thunder.
New Mutants.
We'll just settle for our farmhand ash cans.
Oh, you got an ash can too, Carson?
Yeah, I got it right from Rob Guillory when it came out.
Yeah, me too. Dang.
Iron Man 281.
What's so big about that one?
It's the first appearance of the character James Rhodes.
What? No, it's not.
That's what it says. It first appeared in 1978 and had a stint as Iron Man in the 80s, but he didn't get his own set of armor until 1992.
Just the character James Rhodey Rhodes.
This is when he gets
like 180 something.
This is when he gets his War Machine suit.
Yeah.
I thought the more sought after one was the one that actually says War Machine on it. And it's like he's obscured in the shadow, and it looks really cool.
Vengeance of Bane #1.
I still have never found that book.
Really?
Yeah, just a good book,
Marvel Collectible Classics, Spider-Man #1, 1998.
Oh, okay. That's one of the Spider Booth favorite books there.
$1,500.
Really low print run, maybe a little Holly flashy on the 300s.
Deadpool.
Oh, cool. I found that one for $3.
All right. Well,
I'm retiring early, guys.
You made a monster profit on that, though.
Oh yeah, like I said, I'm going right to Vegas now.
Mad Love in prestige format, 1994.
That is a cool book.
Oh wait. No, I don't. I may have that. I don't think I do though.
Preacher #1.
Oh, that Garth Ennis, Carson. I know you love that Garth Ennis.
Hey, Carson, do you have this one?
I do not have the Nabisco one.
Dang it.
I know.
Harbinger?
Go right to the bank with that one.
One of the Valiant classics.
I don't know if I have Harbinger #1.
Spawn
Black and White edition?
I had all the Image comics. I kept those all intact, but through the years, they've been sold in various auctions. I don't have any of my 90s Image anymore.
I love your speculation news, chat. It makes me feel like my stuff's valuable.
That's not my thing. I just that popped up on my feed, and I was like, "What is this garbage?"
Don't buy any of those titles. Just buy these new X-Men because these books are awesome. And they're like vastly cheap. You can probably get most of these for like 50 cents.
So when Cassandra comes, dude, that is awesome. Yeah. And what was the other guy's name? But it ended up being Magneto under the
Zorn. Spoilers, I guess. But hey, you guys had like 2 decades to read it, so no spoilers.
And you could read it on the Marvel Unlimited app.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. There he is. There's our pal Zorn eating those tater chips.
But didn't they bring him back as a separate character too?
No, he's actually in House and Powers even now.
He's like a clone of.
I've lost track. Oh, this is one of my boys right here, Beak. Oh man, he's one of the guys who made this run for me, in my opinion. Beak is awesome.
What was his girlfriend's name?
Just another version, a newer version of Angel.
Yeah, and she had butterfly wings.
Yes, actually, she is kind of close to the bottom there, sitting next to Emma, I think. So yeah, there's the whole cast and crew of goofy characters. Look at Wolverine. He's just wearing like this goofy wrestling outfit. Looks like he wears the most hilarious costumes in this run.
And half of them, they all ended up dying at some point, right?
In this one, probably not. I think it was just Jean. And then I think Magneto lived through it.
Hey, Ricky's back and he ended his live stream.
Ricky, What's going on, Ricky Markstadt?
Who signed that?
Ethan Van Sciver signed.
Ethan Van Sciver, hell yeah. Remember his Green Lantern covers, man.
Oh, yeah, Green Lantern Rebirth, man. We could go on all day about that one, too. Oh, yeah, that one was signed by Ethan as well.
Dude, love that stick, dude.
A different copy. Oh, yeah. I guess that's a duplicate copy I can take out of there. That's what sometimes you find going through your boxes. Like, why do I have so many copies of that? Like this beat cover. There, we'll give those away at some point to somebody. Here's a Bill Sienkiewicz signed Zorn cover there on the 127.
That's a cool
one. Good looking Stig, dude.
Yeah. I have one Electra. He signed across the entire bottom. Like you see how that's like the last part of his name just drags on. There's one where he's dragged it on across the entire cover.
Is that in Mylar?
No, this is just a regular poly.
Wow, man, you got some good lighting over there.
Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, I got that shop light up there. Here we go. This is a good one right here. If you find this might be like one of the you had the Negasonic one at 115, I think, but this one is the first Phantom X.
Phantom X. First Phantom X signed by the EVS Ethan Van Sciver.
On your what have a dry sheet?
I have your dryer sheet suggestion.
Oh, he went quiet.
Works out pretty well. It reduces that extra glare. Speaking of Phantom X, there he is. Yeah, I probably need to replace the dryer sheet, actually.
Phantom X, like,
get that
underrated character.
Only choice.
Super Absolutely. Underrated character.
This run is filled with underrated characters. Most of them got nuked or nerfed except for Phantom X, basically.
Sam's choice. It's the only choice in dryer sheets.
You've ever seen shit-eating grins before? How about that Wolverine? He's just having a great day. He's hanging out with Gene and Beast and Ethan Van Sciver signature in the Miller. But I think that's probably it is an Ethan cover. Right? It couldn't. Because no, Phil Jimenez does some work on this run too, and this run their styles are kind of similar. But yeah, I always crack up. Everything about Wolverine just makes me laugh in this run.
Ethan Van Sciver, man. Dude, if
baby
Kyle Walker
was that at
to get Uncanny Kyle Walker here because
I know that's what I was thinking.
X-Men books.
Remember when you
Riot Xavier's is a good run too in this new X-Men stuff. That's where you get Quit and Choir.
Yeah.
His whole run in that one. Actually, yeah, there he is right there. So another good character that came out.
But I didn't like him until later. That's a bad cover.
Yeah, this is what like the Terminator Bishop cover. But yeah, there were some good like just runs within this run too, like the Murder at the Mansion where they shoot a diamond bullet at Emma Frost and she shatters. That was the Murder at the Mansion story. I think this is the issue where she gets.
Okay, so now the covers are going to start getting. Yeah, this is when the covers started getting risque.
Yeah,
remember, like there's that one where she like unzipped.
Yeah, I think I showed that one earlier. I mean, this is probably the most risque one in my opinion.
Yeah, but it was her face. It was just odd to me.
And then, you got Chris Bacalo. I think this might be the pure coolest cover of the run.
It's so simple, right?
Yeah, the Bacalo
Phantom X. Nobody he was an underrated character. I thought he was badass. His ship, especially when he joined X-Force, dude.
Oh, yeah.
God, that was an awesome run. Look at that beast, though. That's after his second mutation.
Yeah, like Frank Quietly for a while was the only guy who could draw Beast.
I mean, like, he was always different in every book.
Yes, he was. He probably didn't look right until John Cassaday got his hands on him. But yeah, this is where we got some Phil Jimenez. I love me some Phil Jimenez. Underrated artist. Doesn't get enough love from the community. But here, maybe the finest run. That Zorn cover too. The Planet X stuff. Maybe E for Extinction and then Planet X it's the bookends of this run, basically. They're the two best parts of the run. But yeah, this is the one where they kill off Gene for a very long time.
Yeah,
this is a good issue. They do kill Magneto because Wolverine goes feral and then goes berserker rage and kills Magneto after he kills Gene.
That's in New X-Men. What number is that?
This is 150.
I'm gonna pull up that image because I remember that.
Yeah. Now this is a good issue. This is a really good issue. And then, but unfortunately, they should have ended it here, but they kept going into this weird "Here Comes Tomorrow" storyline
with that hat. That's what I was gonna say. That weird
the cowboy Wolfie.
I mean, the art on it's badass, right?
Like it's badass art. Yeah, you get Mark Silvestri back on X-Men for the first time in like a decade and change. But the actual story, this is where, you know, as Legend would put it, he goes off the rails in this one. Fine, but usually Morrison, he'll plant the seeds inside the rest of his run. This one, I feel like he just went off the rails at the very end, just to go off the rails.
So he's got a book about like waking up, and it's about the heroes. I forget the name of the book, but like in the book, you can literally, you can tell when he's smoking peyote.
Oh yeah, I think there's one where the character, Animal Man literally does peyote in one of the books, and that's that off the rails. Oh yeah, speaking of off the rails, here's the you remember this annual, Chad?
Yeah, I had that. I remember the side scroll.
So I gotta pop this one out. Which these things, I don't think they were. I mean, you could just see. I think I bought this, you know, from a dollar store because it's all ticked off here. But it actually, you read it like this. This is their like the widescreen annuals. So this was definitely a very short-lived gimmick because I think a lot of collectors and people just hated this. And actually, I think this is technically the first Zorn. So, yeah, a very short-lived gimmick were the widescreen annuals, because I think they only did it with this X-Men, and then Uncanny X-Men did it too. So, fun little trivial footnote there, I guess.
I'm sorry, my furnace keeps on kicking on. That's why that...
Oh, I didn't even hear it. So now I can't even get it back. I need to put that in that Mylar, I guess.
Get that Mylar.
Oh, here we go. Here's the other one. You know, Legend can show his. This one's in Mylar, Legend. Astonishing X-Men #1. This is probably my favorite X-Men run right here.
Dude, that's an awesome Wolverine cover.
Yeah.
That is one of those iconic Wolverine looking ones. Now this one in here, same book from before, but this time it's in a Mylar bag. Mylar. And man, it's already a 9.8. When you put a 9.8 Mylar or a 9.8 gold slab, 9.8 blue slab, no matter what it is, when you put it in Mylar, it's going to make it a 10.0 because the great Legend told you so. Cheap plug, cheap rhyme, but that's how I roll sometime, Chad.
And this one is iconic cover.
Damn good.
I love Astonishing X-Men. This is one of the few times I actually had to strive to get every cover. And then there's the other cover that signed by John Cassaday right there. So would love to have Josh Whedon sign one day, but that's probably never going to happen.
I told you about when I met him, right?
No.
So I was in Cleveland for work, and he was sitting at the bar eating dinner because they were filming the Avengers. And he literally said, I said, hey, and he goes, please don't be a fanboy. I was like, oh no, I was just going to ask you if you can hand me the salt. That's when I saw what's her name too.
Oh yeah, I love what's her name.
No, Scarlett Johansson.
Ooh,
that was she smoked.
You would have got all the salt then.
Yeah. How about another unboxing?
Hey, how about the chat?
There's the last one. John Cassaday saying, "I'm done."
Yeah, I do like a Cassidy. Carson, you're gonna love this box here, Carson. Chad, what we're gonna do? We're gonna do some Carson here.
Why'd you take your hat off?
It's just getting too hot, man. I'm going to show you this package. Now, this package comes from Metropolis Comics, Metropolis Collectibles, man. Good people. Always nicely packaged. Metropolis Collectibles coming at you live here on the Comic Core. And let's see. Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. Yeah. Coming in between 2 corrugated sheets.
Okay.
Thick cardboard, coming in strong. Got the Winchester. Pull it out of the pocket. Whip it out. Slice them thin. Cut open the box and let the fun begin.
Cuts of meat.
Cuts of meat, man. All right, so we're going to take it real slow. There we go. Good stuff there. Yes. I want to cut soft. So you don't want to cut in between. You don't want to cut your comics off. Okay, I think I almost got it. There we go. Good stuff, pal. Good stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. God, these bags, man. Let me tell you, these are polyethylene bags. They're the more cloudy type of a poly bag, not polypropylene, the clears, but the polythies, man. And it looks like they came. And when you have a polyethylene bag, for all you people that don't know really what polyethylene is, it kind of makes it look like, man, these books may have come from something maybe like from the old folks' home. You know, real smoky type bag, you know, got that smoky feel. Like just kind of see it. But we're going to be putting these in Mylar real soon. But coming in strong, we got Weird Western Tales 19.
Oh, you got that.
Weird Western Tales, Jonah Hex, man, issue 19. It's one of the ones I needed right there to help.
Was that his first solo story of Weird Westerns?
Let's see, 19. Let me see. I think it's this one here. I believe this was all the way Jonah Hex. Yeah, this was all Jonah Hex right here. That's issue 18. That was one of the books I got in 2019. Probably one of the best books of 2019. That's The Lamp You See. But man, look at the near mini mint of that. The blue, the yellow. Jonas Hex has, hello, fella. Anybody there? And then that dude comes out of nowhere. I mean, the rhymes keep coming as long as the fans keep wanting them here tonight. But what else we have in here? We've got issue 17, 7.0. Fine, very fine. You know, doesn't have to be. Everything doesn't have to be a near mint, you know.
Like a glass of wine, dude.
I know, man. They only get better with age, you know. So the pages may get a little creamy. They may get a little cream on the cover. But, man, when you're reading the comic books, Jonah Hex is your lover. But anyways, this is going to go in Mylar, and I'll show them again here a little shortly later tonight. Once they're in the Mylar, Jonah Hex 20. Look at that dude that's right on his back. Dude, you see that dude there? But Jonah knows he's there. He got that crazy eye. You know, when you have that crazy eye, you just know Jonah's coming for you. Now look at this. We got a bondage cover. I'm just kidding. This is actually one of those things called a lynching. You know, that was big in the Western days. You know, you may have seen some of this kind of stuff when you played Red Dead Redemption the first time as John Marston in 2009. I'm not sure if that game came out in 2009, but that was the only way I could finish the rhyme in the amount of time. But that's just taking you 10 seconds into the future. Now, this one I was really wanting bad. I've never had this, of course, when IDW Yo Books was doing the Popeye, Bud Sagendorf's Popeye comics, you know, because first you had the Popeye comics in 4-color, and, you know, and 4-color was, you know, a Dell monthly series that would showcase one thing that was popular in pop culture and art, you know, art and pop culture. So one month you may get Lucy and Desi, you know, Lucille Ball, you know, doing her thing with Desi Arnaz, little comic books about Lucy in there. The next month you may get a Western like a Roy Rogers. And then the following month you might get a Donald Duck with Carl Barks, if you were lucky. You know, you might get a Fess Parker, Davy Crockett. But anyway, doesn't matter. Popeye was there, man. That's what matters. And then Dell saw the significant popularity of Bud Sagendorf's Popeye, a man that trained under EC Cigar back in the day when they were working on Thimble Theater, 1929 to I think Cigar's death in I don't know what year that was. But Bud Sagendorf, issue 1 through 65, Dell, kick-ass series. But I've got all of the reprints of those, man. And the reprints, some people want the originals, because they're fans, they want the originals. I understand. But, man, those IDW reprints, man, that's all I could ever need, man. The thick paper quality, it's got that matte finish. It's not glossy inside. It's sturdy. It's great. It's exact same pretty much minus, I guess, the advert, But so I've got issue 1 through 65. And now I have issue 66. See, in issue 66, that's when Gold Key took over. And it's Popeye the Sailor. Look at that, man. Look at that cover, man. Dude, Sea Hag, Sweepy, Popeye on there, Poop Deck Pappy, Olive Oil, Alice Lagoon with that probably Sea Hag, one of her vultures back there, along with good old Wimpy. Let's see. Oh, that's that grandma. That's old. I think they created her maybe just in this comic. I don't remember when they created her, but this is Poop Deck's or Popeye's mom, I guess. And that dude there, I can't remember that dude's name, but he was actually in the 1980 Popeye movie, which was pretty funny. That's not Ham Gravy, I don't think. Or it could be, damn, I don't know now. I don't know if he grew the beard out. Anyway, that's one of them classic Popeyes, man. Carson, this is coming in strong. Near mint 9.2. It's just so good. It's a high-ass grade. And, man, dude, I'm getting it slabbed. I'm going to read it first. I have to read it first. I may even, take some pictures. And, I don't know if I can find this online. So we'll see, though, man. Popeye the Sailor. I said, damn, I'm going to put him in Mylar right now while we all talk. How about you, Chad? You got any more stuff? You got some stuff? Whoa, damn, Chad. Sorry, bro.
I was just sitting here with my leg up. I'm sorry.
I didn't know if you were wearing shorts down there. Or, we going Shawn Michaels.
I was trying to do my Shawn Michaels impersonation.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm putting myself.
Where's the gimmick? There we go.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Morning.
Did any of you guys read the 92 X-Men that came out a couple years ago?
Oh,
I never got a chance to read that.
Basically, it was the 1992 Batman animated adventures, but X-Men adventures based off the cartoon.
But
I wish I had those.
Dude, it's here. I'll share it.
Although I wouldn't buy them now because I could read them on Marvel Unlimited.
Yeah, but
which is just as cool.
So it's pretty cool because they in each issue, how in the comic on the TV show, they incorporated Age of Apocalypse and all that other stuff.
Yeah,
they're look at some of the characters, man. This is the guy from X-Force, one of the Mike Aldred run.
Oh, okay.
Chamber, remember?
Gotta have that Generation X in there.
And then they actually end up talking about anyway, what Carson knows this, but one of my favorite books, I think it's this one. Hold on.
I'm getting boards out.
Those halfbacks or fullbacks?
I love that. This is classic. And these are some halfbacks right here.
They even had Havoc, Multiple Man, but they had X-Men 2099 in it too.
So they were even bringing back some of the newer stuff.
But I love that X-Men 2099 run.
I never got into the 2099 stuff. By the time that was a big hit, like I said, I was out for a minute. By the time I got back in, it was all about the Ultimate Comics.
But see, I think 2099 is underrated of the X-Men because they used the original format of the team. Do you know what I mean? They made it a team. They had somebody. Yeah. I just thought it was really cool. Their Colossus was this guy that could. It was basically the absorbing man. So anyway, we got some people that are asking to join us.
Yeah, man. Let's folks on. Where's Donnie? Where's Dave Incree? Papa. That's right.
We got Ricky Markstead has a question in the chat. He says, Chad, if you could travel to any point in time, which comic do you wish you could get? Like if you could time travel to say the year 2000, would you get like, I need the Ultimate Spider-Man #1?
No.
What would you get, Chad?
I would go back to '94 and start my whole collection over again.
Oh, nice.
I mean, it started with the death of, and then just go from there.
Yeah.
I mean, that was, how exciting was that? You were going to the comic book shop every single week. So I remember I would go on Saturdays, and man, I remember like I'd watch college football. That's when college football was good. And then I'd go down to the shop and I'd buy my 4 books at the time, and they were usually all Superman. And it was always Superman and X-Men, and then I always got Spider-Man just for nostalgia reason.
Sure.
So those were my 3 titles, and then I'd roll, and then all of a sudden I continued, and then I started leading into Batman. I think Funeral of a Friend made me lead into Batman, and then Nightfall, right?
Yes.
Yep.
That was pretty much the exact timing of that.
Those were all sold in the auction.
Yeah. I remember the final issue of Nightfall is when like Dick was trying on the suit, remember? And it was the guy that drew Superboy.
Oh, Tom Grummett?
Yeah. Did he do Robin too? The Tim Drake Robin?
Yes, he did a lot of the Robin stuff.
I remember grabbing Robin, and Robin had a chromium cover.
Yeah, I think it was like that embossed cover.
Yeah. Remember he had the Red Bird? It was a
the motorcycle. They had the action figure combo.
He had a car too.
Yeah, I think it was on that cover of issue 1, right?
Yeah.
He's jumping off the hood of his own car.
Yeah. Shit. No.
I like that. Some of that rock. They had some good that's when like the Batman secondary characters started having some cool titles. Like Nightwing got his own stuff. Catwoman had those Jim Ballant. That art and covers was really awesome. And of course,
wasn't it?
Robin.
I don't want to say the person's name, but wasn't somebody just arguing with us about Martian Manhunter not being in Doomsday?
Oh God, I can't remember who that was, but really, he was there.
There, but he wasn't Martian Manhunter.
He wasn't Martian Manhunter. He's Bloodwind.
Yeah. How long was Bloodwind in the whole thing?
I can't remember. I know he like the entirety of Death of Superman. He was Bloodwind in that. Like I don't even think they revealed until a lot later than that.
I thought they revealed right kind of after that because he was so messed up because he got beat up so bad.
Probably, yeah. I feel like once, as I think they killed off Ice, right? Like very soon after that, and I think that's when they kind of retooled the team a little bit. Like I think they finally brought in Wally West on the A-Team base or whatever you want to call the A-Team then, and then Wonder Woman came back, and I think Martian Manhunter pretty much.
Justice League JLA got good when Grant Morrison took it off.
Oh yeah, the '97 Justice League or the JLA, that's when it got good again.
Yeah, and when he remember when we did that whole video. Wow, we never uploaded it though.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we never did upload that. Hey, look at D. Runk's comment. He says, I remember going to the comic shop every week. Death, Return of Soups, then Superman, Doomsday, Hunter, Prey. You like that?
Great call. Everybody forgets about Hunter Prey because that showed the origin of Doomsday.
Yes.
Ricky Martin, I'm still here, my friend. I'm just eating some French fries. I didn't want to be rude and eat in front of Carson and Chad,
Yeah, you made me hungry, dude, man. Now I'm going to go make some nachos, I think. Pizza nachos. You ever do that? Great Legend?
Pizza nachos. You know what? I don't know if I've ever done pizza nachos. I'm sure I may have. But you know what I have done is put Jonah in some Mylar, man. Dude, doesn't that look like, dude, this is awesome.
I'm throwing a link in the Comic Core chat. Now, if somebody wants to jump on, we'll let you
Midwest, dude. Midwest, Donnie.
So D-Runk says Blue Beetle did figure out the whole Bloodwind, Martian Manhunter thing.
Credit card.
D-Runk on
distracted by Doomsday. No, Chad, that's my social security number, Chad.
Is D-Runk in the Comic Core Facebook?
I don't know. I don't even like it. I don't think you don't need approval for that. You can just join.
France in the chat. Ricky's still in there.
We got Dylan's comic book finds in the chat room. Well, I put them Bapples in Mylar, man. It just makes them fresh.
I'm so hungry now. You made me hungry because you started eating something.
Man, Chicken Club. I hope this is like the crispy kind.
Dylan's comic book rant says, "Yo, what's up, Comic Core? Hey, what's up, Dylan?
What's going on here?"
Where's Mark?
They get done here. No, they're done. They're on their way home right now, so they'll be jumping on here in a minute.
I say Legend's kind of stealing his gimmick here.
He's like, look at him. He's all up in the camera. Is that a Whopper?
It's a Brahms crispy chicken sandwich club with bacon, lettuce, tomato, the whole 9 yards.
That's powered by the Hero Initiative right there.
This, along with the power of the Hero Initiative, gets us through anything that those villains throw at us.
I love Legend. Legend, you give the best play-by-play, man.
It's what I do, man. It's like Mark Henry.
I wasn't like Mark Henry. You retiring?
That's what I do.
That's what I do.
I use Mark Henry, man, on that WWE 2K19. I haven't used him much with y'all, but I've used him before on another guy that's from up north.
That you're undefeated at.
Mm-hmm. Mark Henry fucked him up.
Oh, man.
This is kind of what we needed.
Yeah. Warning. The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for every audience. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yep, there it is. There it is.
Always reminds me of when Kat Wren reads it, and it sounds like she's one of those teenage chicks on the CW or something.
Previously on Comic Core.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this just in. I just got a message from somebody who's working on a new intro.
Oh, no. He just did one yesterday.
Yeah, I know, right? This dude, he's the hardest working. He's the hardest working dude on the Comic Core.
Ricky says, "Is there a blue beetle, any green beetle, and a black beetle? Is there a purple beetle?"
There is. You gotta watch
You have to go find those blue beetles, man. The only blue beetles that I've read a lot of is the Jaime Reyes stuff. I do have some Ted Cord stuff.
What do they call them on Young Justice?
The Beatles.
Well, then it wasn't Black Beetle like a character creation of Francesco Francavilla, and he did it like under the Dynamite label, maybe?
I think you're right. I do remember seeing his beetle. It was like his art.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm gonna let you guys
like
talk.
The one bad guy, the Jaime Reyes' beetle.
Mm-hmm. Here he is.
Oh,
Hey,
I'll be right back.
How's my good buddy Carson? How we doing?
We're just showing off a whole short box of books,
man.
Nice. I picked up some good stuff this week too. I actually got a commission, Carson. You might want to hear about.
We gotta zoom in for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't get it yet. I just ordered it, but I'll show you some of the prints that I got. So I ordered some prints from him first, and then I asked him about doing this, and he said, "Yeah." So
zoom in on that.
You can zoom in this. I'll be probably putting one of these in the a giveaway for here. You know, this is the guy who did the God of Thunder, and the current Fantastic Four run is Saad Ribic. You know him as the legend, right?
Oh yeah, it's very good.
Very good. Well, this is some of his prints that he had, and I said, I'd love to get something from you, and I wanted something like this, the Drunk Loki. And this is some of the prints. He's got a bunch of other ones, and I just picked up a few. He's got a really cool Conan, Hulk, Doctor Strange one, Conan, Hulk, Thor one. Anyway, what I did was that he sent me this stuff, and I ordered my logo, the Vader with the Infinity Gauntlet, done by him. It's gonna full on paint it.
That's gonna be free.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's awesome, dude.
Yep, I was real, and he's one of my favorites, so it was kind of like, all right. And I did get some this. This is good. This was gonna be on the hunt, but now it's on here.
Oh man, is that a page?
Yep, this is a page from Doom. By John Buscema.
Minnesota.
I'm working on another page from this book. This is the only time I'm ever going to spec on original art, and it's not like I really spec it because it's a great piece anyway, and I got a great price on it, or a great deal, I should say, because I traded some books away. It's Buscema from Doom 99. I just have this feeling like this is how Doom is going to come to the MCU. He's using the time. Use the time travel that was done here when he comes back and sees Doctor Strange. And in the Multiverse of Madness, that would make sense with this storyline when he goes back to save Latveria in the future.
And regardless, at least it's Buscema.
Yep.
Ooh, look at that thing. That looks great.
Yeah, this is a good copy. Hopefully a nice clean and press might get me the grade I'm looking for in it. Looking at least a 6. I don't think so. This is a pretty severe spine roll, but I could to pay less than $40 for this, even if it's a 2. Yeah, I mean it's a book. It's one of the ones that I never had a one with a bright cover. I've had a lot of faded covers on my journey into mysteries because they were most of mine. I sun bleached myself by accident, but this one's got really deep colors and it's one of the harder ones to find. Even though Mr. Hyde's a weak character, picked up a bunch of these things. I'll be giving away one of these and one of future giveaway, one of these. Lucio Perillo Thor #1, the Donny Cates run. Which, Carson, you might want to keep an eye on that second issue.
I saw that page you posted in the Comic Corp chat.
Yeah, it looks like he's it looks like he's doing it. And then you got another thing, a votive candle. I don't know why it's so dark over here, but whatever. This is the votive candle for the Mandalorian.
Okay. Now the child.
That's one of them. Yeah, novelty. And of course, God, I love my golden age books. Picked up some Wanted. This I've had for a while, as you know. I finally got a raw copy. You want to see some fun stuff in here? This is Buscema. So they have an article in here that it talks about from Wanted, and what they say is, how come you're not doing any horror covers? Because they're like, we're a true crime book. But if you want John, which is John Buscema, he'll put some horror on the next page. So he drew this waiter being a skeleton with this guy with a creepy face. I don't know. I don't like this camera. This is my wife's computer. I'm more working on mine. It's kind of funny. It's kind of a tribute to the pre-code horror books. And it has nothing to do with the story. On that, Carson, what do you think you and I start doing some interviews?
Oh, yeah. You're going to C2E2, right?
I'm debating. Are you going?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I go to all of them, so I'll definitely be going.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. I mean, I've got the pass. I might have to bail out on this one because MegaCon's got to be big.
There's a lot of action this year.
MegaCon is going to be big, JD.
Yeah, and that's one I definitely am focused on. I got to figure out a way to make this.
JD, powered by the Hero Initiative.
Yes, the Hero Initiative.
Yep, the Hero.
Right.
Oh, JD, I do have a book on the way you'll like, though. I got a cheap eBay. It's one of those best offers. Probably not going to be the greatest condition, but I'm getting a Swamp Thing #9 in the mail, so that is going to complete my rights.
You might want to hear this. This was my hunt book for this week. So if you remember at Baltimore, I had a bunch of these Nova 1s. So I kept one, which is my lowest graded one, and I traded the other two. I traded away a 9.4, which I think was undergraded at a 9.4. If it was a 9.6, I would have sold it, or a 9.8. But it was a 9.4, and I was like, all right, I'll keep the 9.4. But then I made a swap with a guy for this.
Oh man,
that is the highest grade Bernie Wrightson signed Swamp Thing number 8, which goes with the highest graded Swamp Thing by Bernie Wrightson signed number 3.
I love that number.
If I create a collection now of the first 10 signed by Bernie Wrightson highest grade, I'm going to go broke real quick.
Yeah,
but it could be a lifetime thing. But it's nice to have 20% of the Bernie Wrightson Swamp Things, the highest graded signature series by Bernie. So
I know, Legend, you like that number 3, Abigail Arcane on there.
Yeah, Abigail Arcane, and I actually like this. I love that Jonah Hex. We were talking about some Jonah Hex on Golden Guys. You were there, Lex.
Oh man, I always love Jonah.
Picked up some 2 Doctor Stranges.
Okay.
This is a Bob Hall. This is a local boy, Bob Hall, and I think this might be maybe TiVo. If TiVo, I'm going to ask him about this. This could be the last Bruner Doctor Strange because it's number 30, and I don't know how high he went, but it couldn't be much more than that because he was at this point he was every like 5th issue. So
yeah, I can't remember the whole thing with Brooke because I know he did that awesome first run, obviously,
right.
And like he was gone for a little while, and then he came back around the 20s, for my recollection.
Yeah, he did the Silver Dagger, and number 2 through 14 and through first like 11 or so, and then he was gone and came in the 20s and the 30s. This is a great Thor number 1 variant, another Silver Surfer 4 kind of homage to Buscema. I picked up 2 of these. For, this is gonna be a package deal for someone who's a Thor fan. What else did I get? Another Wanted. The old school number 39. There's a couple of Buscema stories in here that I want to read. These are actually true crimes from the 50s. They're actually pretty good stories, and the art's pretty nuts. I don't know. This guy's got a crowbar versus a guy with a baseball bat. It's pretty good, and it's depth, and it's pretty nuts. But it's Wanted. It's Orbits. They're all crappy positions. So. What else did I pick up for you? Oh, I got something here. I posted on Facebook. My son got his first comic book ever, DS Comics. I got my son this for his first birthday. Not first birthday. I just got this for him. He's carried around a Superman with him for a while, and while he doesn't really get it, I'm going to put this, my reprint of Action 1. I'm going to get 2 other Supermans. I think I'm going to do an Action 1000 in a nice 4 comic display for him. I like that Action. That Christopher Reeve Delato one is good, or the Jim Lee one's pretty solid, or even Neil Adams is one, but I wanted to go 2 Adams. I wanted just some of the iconic ones. Obviously, I'm going to try to find a good Kurt Swan cover. Craig Swan, yeah.
Yeah.
So something else I had for...
Nothing else. You want to go Kurt Swan, get him those Whatever Happened to Man of Tomorrow. I love that one.
Yep. Barry Kintonite. Some jungle, some jumbos, a lot of elephants came in today. Another Thor I picked up, 149. This hopefully is a nice one.
You gotta love a good Thor.
Yeah, this is towards the end of the Kirby run.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a good copy. It's the record. It's got some dents on it here and there, but it's nice. And it's an upgrade for me because I've had it. I kind of like this. There's a good second story in here, which you don't realize. The actual origin of Black Bolt is this issue. It's kind of weird. They do
how they had it.
They do a background of the Silence of Death, which is one of those. Before Thor changed over, after 149 was kind of towards the tail end of the Kirby run because 154, while it's still Kirby, Stan stopped writing it and he started getting other writers in, which is the new origin in 158. So when 150, about 9 issues after this, everything changed for Thor. So. It's kind of a cool book. Little record. Really, Kirby's all over this thing. But I never knew this about Black Bolt, that why he doesn't talk.
Oops.
What else is going on? So, what else
Weird Western Tales, baby.
Pretty right about
Weird Western Tales in Malar, Tony DeZuniga on the art there. That's a hanging cover. Last warning, do not pass this point. Damn. And when you do it like that, when you put that on a sign and then it gets amplified by the magnitude, what is Mylar? Holy hell. You better watch out because someone's getting hung tonight.
JP's Budget Collecting. Yes, I will be in Planet Comic-Con for sure. I will be doing that. I promised a couple of guys that I'd be going down to see them. Jason, Aaron, and Adam. There's other designers. And the guy, Ace Knuckles, I'm going to probably reach up with him from there. Pulled out some figures. I see Cat Wren's in there. Got some of my favorite General Veers.
Oh, yeah, General Veers.
You got the Lando Jabba, and my original. Might as well show you guys my original.
Your free Luke, dude. Figures, dude.
Yeah, I was sitting there. I saw Cat Wren in the chat. Wanted to shout out some figures.
I want to see Cat Wren in the show here tonight.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be working on a new place for me to broadcast from. It's going to be the shop that I've showed you guys some pictures of. I'm going to work from there. It's going to be a lot better for me to broadcast there than in here because the kids are kind of up late now. So, but Arthur, if you want to see everything behind me, by the way, is all Bernie Wrightson rare or different kind of things. Like that right there is a picture disc from London, England. That is the 1981 Meatloaf Dead Ringer album. And Bernie Wrightson drew the cover, and I found a picture disc that was only found in England.
Wow.
Some of the imports.
Yep. I've got, and I have from that, I'm waiting on the 45, the picture disc of the 45 I ordered from Croatia, I think. And this is the pass, the media pass.
Oh,
and
that's really awesome.
Because that artwork there, that's Bernie Wrightson.
Yeah, too. Absolutely.
I can see the Bernie in that. Can't you, Carson?
I bet I can.
Bernie.
Oh, my Bernie Wrights. This is my official Bernie Wrightson fan club. What is this? 99 probably? I don't know. My official Bernie Wrightson. It was only 2 issues. And you used to get this thing in the mail. Before the internet, this is how you found out everything.
Mm-hmm.
This was the 90s. And you always got a signed.
Send a check or money order to P.O.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And you wait like weeks for this thing. And he went to ImagineCon in 2000 and Monster. So this is 99 and 2000. Bernie will be at the following conventions next year. Bernie, the Swamp Thing convention. Here he is. WonderCon, Wonderfest. Yeah. But really good. There's articles in here about Bernie, and he was obviously alive when this was going on.
Oh, yeah.
And you got it was, by the way, it's P.O. Box 827, Clifton Park, New Jersey. Clifton Park, New York, 12065. Dear fan club member. And you get all these cute little things, and you get signed books and signed things. And one of the things that they sent was a print of one of his favorite sketches he ever did. And he signs each one to you. So this was a cool time with Bernie Wrightson. So everything here is bizarre stuff. He's got, behind this, you got that Mary Shelley Frankenstein, the portfolio, and you have that. I'm still trying to wait for my original artwork. But this right here is signed as well. This has got 6 portfolios in it. Cells that are done from the book up there, Frankenstein.
Yeah, I remember you telling the whole story behind that book. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually, that is by far my favorite thing he's ever done.
Yeah. Are you talking about the hard?
And so many people agree with me that's when you look at that's when you say, okay, he's really not a comic book guy. I mean, even Chaikin said it. Like, if comic books never happened, Bernie Wrightson would still be Bernie Wrightson, you know?
Is that the graphic novel, the Mary Shelley one he did?
Yeah, the word for word, Mary Shelley. He just illustrated Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. But he did it.
I really wish him and his old boy, Steve Niles, would have finished Frankenstein Alive, man.
Yeah, Alive, the first one, Alive was good. Alive was pretty good. That's why the Steve Niles stuff I think it was underrated. I mean, I know people didn't really adapt to it too well. They didn't get it that it's a post Mary Shelley, but I think Steve Niles took a good shot at it. He wrote in that way though. But yeah, some of the artwork in this book is just so detailed. That's why it took 7 years for him to draw 12 to 14 panels. But if you look at them, you'll see why, since they were just done with pencils. So. What else we got going on here? More weird rights and stuff. A lot of Marvel. Like, I got to sign Doctor Strange. Remember the Doctor Strange book he did?
Just chill for a second, dude. Hello?
Yeah.
Hey, hi. Hi, JD.
How are we doing? Nachos, Chad.
What's that?
Those nachos, Chad.
No, I didn't get nachos. I got some fries.
I kind of blew my C2E2 money on that commission by Reddit.
That was probably
well spent, because I was going to go there to get whatever I was always going to get commissions, like a couple of bucks of commissions.
Yeah.
One comic book I'm really looking for this year, Adventure 34. That would be. I'd love to get that out of con. I think that's the only way I can get it.
Well, we're gonna have Cat Ren here in a little bit. Apparently, it's snowing pretty bad down in Indiana. Is that what's going on there, Carson?
I had no snow at all earlier, but hey, sometimes 2 hours one direction makes all the difference.
I got a triple cheeseburger.
Did you get extra mayo on that one? And Kat is asking, did you get a McFlurry?
No, I couldn't get a McFlurry. Jonah Hex. Is he not talking?
He's speechless. Oh, actually, he is talking. Legend, we can't hear you, bud.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was going to let you know this guy's drinking poison. He removed the poison sign, and man, all the vultures are ready to go, man.
Got my new PlayStation 4 controller too.
You got your controller?
Yeah, I got a new PlayStation 4 controller today.
Look at that, dude. That's cool.
Yeah, I got this blue one. I got the there's a new mod pack in the back. I guess it's for there. It came with some kind of package deal today. So I got that. No, that was separate. I got the risers.
Are you guys doing the hunt tonight?
No, I just got back from a wedding a little while ago. I think he's doing the cover championship tonight.
Mazel tov. You got married again? Damn.
No. I'm going to show you guys something here. I want to show I have some writing.
I love those artist editions.
These things?
The book behind it.
Yeah, this one. Yeah. This is not a book. This is artist edition portfolio. I wish they did one for Wrighton at IDW. This is just this particular book, The Muck Monster, which is a precursor to Frankenstein. This was done in 1968 versus Frankenstein was done in the 70s. Actually, this was done after that because this was issue 68.
So I read this article today that you talked about monsters. Apparently, Sony's upset because they didn't realize. Sony's upset because they don't realize that they don't have the rights to Dracula. Disney owns the rights to Dracula.
So you mean Tomb of Dracula?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they can't put it.
But Sony can put out a Dracula movie all they want. They just can't have it in the MCU.
Be in the MCU universe. Yeah, that's why they wanted Dracula for Morbius, but I guess apparently that's where Blade's gonna be going.
Oh, they're doing the Legion of Monsters.
I guess Blade wanted it
What
to.
year was that? Legend 1976 when the Legion of Monsters came about with that Plume series.
Yellow cover, kind of red in the background.
I think it was February of 76.
Dracula. It had all those on there.
Yeah, Werewolf by Night, Ghost Rider, early.
Late 70s, early 80s? I can't remember. I didn't buy that.
I think it was February of 76. Somebody looked that up. Legion of Monsters.
I heard someone posted that on Instagram. I wish I remember who that was. But that was
because I think that's the big. Yeah, because that came out the same month as the first appearance of Power Girl in DC.
There's that Popeye the Sailor.
Oh, that's a good one. That's Adele, right?
This is actually Gold Key. This is issue 66 when they went over to Gold Key. And man, I didn't have any Golden Age Mylar, so this had to go to my. This is a polyethylene, a little bit of cloudiness, but polyethylene is 3 mil on polyethylene. Where's your poly? They're a lot thinner.
I have these new Mylars for the Golden Age books. DS would hate these fucking things. These things.
What's wrong with them?
They're really thick. These are
4.
These are 4s.
Oh God, too thick, huh? I go 2 mil on mine.
You can't put a Mylar on that Popeye now?
No, this is it's I only have standard
Mylars. Gold Keys are a little bit oversized.
They're big boys.
Oh.
This big boy probably will get graded though.
Yeah. Got a few.
The Golden Age, Chad. It's the Golden Age.
Love me. There's all Golden Age.
You can see a lot of Golden Age on Tuesday nights with the Golden Guys.
Yeah, well, we're getting ready to do a launch of a couple of parts of the show. I know everybody likes our Spinnerack series where we go back in time to 1938, 39, 40, all the way up to 1955, spin the rack and see what came out that month. And we discuss each one of them, that week, when you're there.
And to see when Don Rosa's born.
Don Rosa.
I like that. Slowly I turn.
There.
Chad, I found a box for you. I have this box I haven't really touched or organized or done anything with since the 90s.
Yes.
My dad was a science teacher, so it's like still in a box he had as a teacher. So,
I want to see some Wizards and some Valiant. Show me a Wizard magazine and a Valiant.
I'm pretty sure I see Wizards peeking out. Let's see what I have almost no idea what's in here, so we're gonna find out together. Here you go. Here's Superman Forever, Chad.
Oh, that was a good book.
Alex Ross cover. The splash page. It's unbagged.
I like that book.
Oh, the Kingdom. We were talking about Mark Waid earlier.
Put him on the big screen.
Follow-up to Kingdom Come. Oh, it's a newsstand version, too. Look at that.
Look at that, Chad.
What? Oh, I see Bob World shirt.
Hey, show the fans the Bob World shirt, just real quick. Show the Bob World shirt.
Oops.
That's Bob World shirt right there. That's the holiday limited edition Bob World. Thanks, Carson. Thanks to Bob World for all the graphics and the intros and everything you do for our channel, Bob. If you're watching this on the rewind, we love you, brother.
Yes, we do.
So, one of the best. We got some Dave Johnson covers on some steel.
Nice.
Wow,
I picked some up. Carson, are you reading Die?
I got most of Die. I think at this point I fell off, so I'm just gonna get the hardcovers.
I just got the trade because it came out this week. I just started it. It's not what I thought it was. It's much better than what I thought it was. It's literally on the same age as the character now. It's 1991. I'm 16. I'm like, this is me.
Yeah, I have some good stuff in that book.
All right, my food's done. Nice.
Peter David.
I like
Super.
I love that cover.
Old Drew, he likes that Wiggles mixed grills. Some good Gary Frank there.
I like Gary.
Amen to that. I'm a huge Gary Frank fan.
I call him the modern. He was the modern version of a Nick Cardy. Always around.
So, dude, you literally got into Death of Superman, and you just kept on getting all of the associated titles.
Me and my brother, we pretty much got them all, man. Like,
that's
Jimmy
cool.
Olsen I got from a flea market for $3 as a kid.
That's a 25. That's a early 70s one.
Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
That's early 70s. That's like 72, 73.
Yeah. So that was a yard.
That's around the time Shazam did those 80-page giants.
Yeah, I like those 80-page
Mullet Superman.
Yep.
Mullet Superman.
Like I said,
hey man, where's the bags and boards, man?
These are my childhood copies, man.
These are splash page pages.
Oh,
I remember that.
Chad. Let's see, more Superman. Yeah.
Wait. That Supergirl. Was she in that Supergirl? She was the blob thing?
Yeah, that was like I can't remember her name at that point. It's like that, like Lex Luthor Blob Supergirl.
Yeah.
I like that.
Is that when he went blind?
Yeah, I think that was there for a second. There's that Man of Tomorrow we were talking about earlier.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like
who started that run?
That's Easy who did this one, Louis Simonson.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, then you have Simonson, and then you had
I think Dan Jurgens started that one, yeah.
Yeah, Jurgens was the one, and then I thought after that, Jeff Loeb started writing at the tail end of it.
There's some
great Flash
run. I love this Flash run.
That's the Flash run where we're getting into when he was like he came back and he had that blue and red costume.
Yes, there was another with the blue costume. Yeah, I might have those coming up here if I kind of remember.
Did you like any of the Phil Hester Flash?
Oh yeah, I think that was kind of after this, after a minute. But this is the random time you got Grant Morrison and Mark Millar writing the same title.
D-Runk says it was Matrix Supergirl.
That's it. Yes, the Matrix Supergirl. He's absolutely right. Yeah, right there. There's the final night tie-in.
Yep.
So no, that's what they call it, the Matrix Supergirl. Wow, that
when we do this interview show, I'll try to get Phil Hester because I'd like you to talk about
Phil Hester's cool. Especially
he's a nice guy. I talk to him all the time. I see him a lot. He's local.
He has underrated work on The Darkness, which is very good, and then his work with Green Arrow. I mean, you could talk about that all day.
Yeah. He's proud of his. He's proud.
I've seen a lot of Supergirl, no Superboy, dude.
That might be in the other box. Oh, there's some random John Byrne.
Fourth World.
There you go, Fourth World. I like Fourth World. I like Fourth World. I'm not gonna lie to you. I did buy them. I was totally hooked on the Fourth World.
There you go. Tana Moon.
There he is.
I love me some Tana Moon.
I didn't show my Carson, my Wonder Woman. That's what I missed out on.
Yeah, Peter David and Gary Frank. That is a good grade.
You didn't give me any sauce.
Today, that'd be a must buy for me.
Banshee.
More Adventures of Superman. Oh, Superman 29.99. They were 900 years ahead of that X-Men.
Yeah, Doom 2099. That was
That's a good cover. Look at that cover.
It got the best of them. They almost erased them, literally. The Girl Frenzy books.
Oh god.
Yeah, man. The less about that, the better. More Supergirl. I didn't really. This is probably all my brother's Supergirl stuff. John Bognavine's Man of Steel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, love John Bogdanavine. Oh, here we go. We were talking about X-Men. So this is where some of those X-Men books went that I was showing her. Oh, we finally got Kyle Walker in the chat. I showed like my entire X-Men collection for the most part. But yeah, there's some.
Did Drew Manchu change the name of his channel?
To Drew Manchu Comic Book Reviews. He likes the rhyme. I like that, the Gladiator run.
Yeah.
Who drew that?
Which one, the Superboy or the X-Men?
The X-Men. Was that?
That's Joe Madigan.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Joe Madigan. Love Joe Mad. Yeah, there's some Superboy, Underworld Unleashed. I actually read Underworld Unleashed not too long ago.
That's it, Sam. Go away. You're
drawing big books that no one remembers anymore.
Gen 13.
We're in the 90s now, baby. We got some Gen 13.
Do you have the cover with the butt up in the air?
I don't have the Danger Girl stuff.
I have some Danger Girl. I got the Michael Turner stuff.
We found out that it's worth $800 million. Wizard.
There we go.
I was waiting to see a Wizard. Okay, top 10. Let's see it. Let's see their top 10.
Hey, Carson, who's the editor on this?
Let's see. Is it our pal from the Zero Initiative, or
it might be Jim McLaughlin?
It's 1993, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sylvester's picture there. I love these old pictures.
Oh yeah. I was reading The Wizard on air one time. Somebody said, "You reading The Wizard?" I'm like, "Dude, it's hysterical." Talking about it was the new book that came out was the first Archer and Armstrong.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good issue,
and that was a great book.
I like Archer and Armstrong. I like Early Valiant is very
good. Look,
I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
I love that's probably like one of the first promo arts for Kingdom Come.
Yep. That was the best run right there.
Yeah. because it's not even the full cybernetic Batman in that picture either.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I didn't realize that was in there. Yeah, let's see if I can get to that top 10.
And do they have a casting couch?
AP's Budget Collecting. We're doing 27 year after look back on the top 10 list.
Okay, so top 10 writers. We're going to show these pictures too when I'm done. Who do you think number one is in 1996, September?
Oh, September of 96. Top 10 writer.
Kind of surprised.
Ross?
Because it was big and it was, no.
You got Garth Ennis for Preacher and Hitman.
Oh, yeah.
Garth Ennis, I was going to say, okay, I wouldn't think it would be, I was thinking indie for sure, but I was thinking Kirkman maybe, but.
And you get Mark Waid and then Peter
So I was
David.
Wade. I was going to throw Wade up there for sure because he was writing great stuff.
He
there.
looked so much heavier in that picture than he is now.
Yeah, he looked.
Oh, he's so much in better shape now. Yeah, and my favorite thing is
Who's the Howard Stern lookalike under Wade?
Oh, that's Neil Gaiman, man. They always use the same picture before Neil
That's
Gaiman.
Neil Gaiman. He's never changed. He still looks like that.
Yeah, he pretty much still looks the same. Oh, look at
You
him.
got Jim Lee over there.
Who's the
Yeah,
guy
Jim
beside? Is that who's
Let's
the
show
bottom
that as
four?
Number 4 is Alex Ross. Look at young old J. Scott.
Now that's chops for Alex Ross because that's 96.
Yeah.
That's very early in his career.
Yeah, look, Greg Capullo always has the best 90s pictures.
Look on the bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Capullo's good. Yeah,
it's Adam Kubert,
is
number
that
9.
Chuck Dixon?
Yeah, Joe Linzer,
Yes,
and then Joe Quesada.
I'm
But
so
yeah.
glad Mark Wade's up there. I'm reading his Doctor Strange. I read all his Doctor Strange stuff. Is so good. But he's doing the Surgeon Supreme now. I recommend it. I mean, it's been.
I kind of want to read that.
Carson D-Rug has.
I mean, he made him a Herald of Galactus.
Top 100. All right, let's read them.
Yeah. So here we go. Obviously, number 1.
Amazing.
Onslaught X-Men, number 1.
What
The
is it?
Onslaught saga started here.
Oh, the Onslaught Saga, X-Men and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
Onslaught
good.
X-Men,
Hey.
number 1. Then number 2 is Uncanny 335.
Carson,
Okay, and then I was going to say,
Remember all what Onslaught did.
when's Reborn?
Look what D-Rug.
Heroes
it's that-
Reborn. That's what I was getting to. Heroes Reborn, JD.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll get there.
Claw.
The
And that
Onslaught,
volume 2 of Fantastic Four.
That
Yeah,
Dark
Onslaught
Claw.
Reborn. I love the Onslaught Reborn series.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Well, we got plenty more to get through, so we'll keep continuing here.
We got a whole show on reading an old wizard with us.
We got Drew Manchu's comic book reviews in the house, Carson.
Oh,
We
Drew
got
Manchu.
We got Midwest Comic Man in the house, Carson.
Oh, what's up, Paul?
Dang.
Oh, yeah.
What is up?
This is the X-Files 1.5 mail away issue. You definitely cracked this one open and mailed that one away. You had to. And
You have a half issued X Files.
yeah. It's
Oh wait, that's the Birthright one or the 0 year, right? Or 0 issue.
yeah. Oh, yeah. There's a whole bunch of these in my collection.
Oh, Year Zero? Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually love those
Baby.
covers. I love the artwork.
I think that's about the only way I could buy them back then was on the newsstands. Here's a flea market find for me. Superboy 149.
Nice.
I'll put you back on the big screen, dude.
Okay.
Is that a Swan cover? Is that a Kurt Swan?
Might be.
On that time? Let me look. Could be.
Yeah.
It's very detailed. It's very detailed. That could be Cardi even. Look how detailed the villain is.
I feel like Cardi always put his name on the cover somewhere, but maybe it was before he started doing that.
What number?
149.
I'll look it up right now.
Cool.
149?
Yeah, 149.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, there's an emergency stop storyline.
Uncanny Kyle Walker in the house.
There you go, Legend. We got more Mark Wade.
Oh, he showed X-Men.
Title in.
Is that Wade's Fantastic Four there?
Yeah.
That's the Flash. Actually, you know what I had sitting behind me though when I got up to get this? There's
Oh,
Wade.
that's the one. 500.
Mark Waid.
Wow, you got the SIG on it.
Yeah,
All
this one's going back up on the
I have that one.
Oh wow, you were way wrong. Neil Adams,
Damn, Neil Adams.
1968. Neil Adams.
I knew he had a little bit of a run on that title.
Well, I know he did Superboy because that's where early Superboys is where he started doing that for
Right.
DC, and then he did the House of Mystery.
Superman. Oh, there's some.
House
Early-
of Secrets. He went to House of Secrets.
Homage scene, don't you think, Carson?
Oh, that's an homage
That's
to
the
Justice
Just-
League 6, which I
Justice
have.
Yeah.
or World's Finest Six or whatever the
It's just Justice League 6.
Justice League Six. Yeah, the chess.
Oh yeah, another yard sale find for $1 as a kid. More.
Oh, I have
foiling.
those. That whole run, you can still buy them for $1.
You can actually. You know what's funny? I think I have one of these somewhere. I think I got signed by. I might have actually threw it in a giveaway once. I bought one off Midtown because I forgot I had it. It was like $1 on Midtown's website, and I got signed by Adam Kubert. That even didn't know it was signed. It was pretty funny. Here we go. Supergirl 20 from 1984. So random one there.
Pull that back up.
Titans.
Justice
As I
League.
said, Chris Swan.
Infantino, Giordano.
Oh, Carmine.
Yeah, Carmine.
Does that have a newsstand?
There you go, legend.
84.
Newsstand. Here's a flashback to the 90s right here. We got the X-Files magazine. That was
Oh,
My God.
And I'm going to leave that out. I want to flip through that later. That'll be fun.
What
I
was
know.
it?
I know. Seawood loves that X Files.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Or I think the entire Supergirl runs in here, except for like the first issue. Great, because I took it out.
I saw every. I'm proud to say I saw every X Files episode. It's one of the series I watched.
Where's your Power of Shazam box set?
I managed a movie theater, so I don't see any of them.
X-Men 65. Well, I'm
Power
not
of
back for some reason.
Good box.
That's a good one.
X-Men 64. And look on the back. You get some Chasing Amy.
Hey,
Jason,
Jamie,
Oh, now
I
we're
just
talking.
sent you a code for that Star Wars, but I wanted you to look at it.
What's that?
I sent JD a code for the Star Wars upload. Look real quick.
Some more Joe Mad, Scott Lobb. We talked about that earlier, Chad.
Yeah, that's Maggot, right? Down at the bottom.
Yep, you got it.
Let's go back to Chasing Amy.
There you go. Joey Lauren Adams.
Whew. All day.
Poster, man. Let's see what else we got. Here we go. We got those anniversary issues, Superboy 50. Superboy 50. Here, look at this. We got Superboy 171, another Infantino cover there.
That's like Silver Age at least.
Yeah, early
Carmine, man.
props there. That's a nice one. Spider-Man. We were talking about some Spider-Man earlier, Chad, during the Onslaught saga there.
Yeah.
For half of the Marvel.
That's a Ben Riley, though.
Yeah, yes, it is Ben Riley. Yeah, then there's. The
I
other
do
guy.
like that's a good run. I like Ben Riley because I did that Silver
Spider-Man.
Surfer run too.
Yeah,
Now,
Did
Ben
that-
Riley went toe-to-toe against Superboy in that X-Men crossover. I mean, Marvel DC.
Oh, there's Steel. You know
Oh,
who?
yeah.
There's Steel.
Same
You know
kind.
who?
Red Steel.
They based the comedian off of Steel, didn't they?
Was it? Who
No,
they
that
ended
was.
up-
Oh wait, I
think
see.
it's-
I see him old school action.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go.
That's nice.
431 from 1974.
Dad,
Oh, I remember Steel.
Bronze Age.
Oh,
Is Steel from Legends of Tomorrow?
there you go,
Is that-
legend.
Wait,
Dude,
is that? Yeah, but
No,
Oh, dude, I remember that show. I
no,
remember that show,
no,
dude.
hey, Paul.
that's
Paul.
funny.
Okay,
Good
okay,
old
you're fired.
Don't do you no harm or something like that.
I'll try to find Paul one good picture of Daisy Duke here, but look, there's like a boxing match. I don't remember that episode of the Dukes. Like,
Me neither, dude.
Dukes.
I don't even know if they show that on TV anymore, man. You know, Confederate and flags and all, you know. May have to find it on streaming. Oh, there's the classic Roscoe Pico train.
Pico train.
Dude, he was always one of the best.
Yeah. I just want to kind of find at least one picture of Boss Hog eating an entire tray of chicken wings.
No, I want to see Flash. Show me Flash.
There's a Boss Hog coming up. Turn that page, Carson.
There's a picture of
Turn the page. Get that Boss Hog picture. Classic Boss Hog.
Wait, go back. The other deputy.
Deputy Dog.
Roscoe Pico
No,
train.
not Roscoe. There's a deputy with him.
Enos.
The original.
Do you know who his son is? Did you guys ever see Remember the Titan?
Yeah.
His son's the main guy on that, and he was Opie in Sons of Anarchy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He tripped over his own microphone cord.
He played
This is
Bertrand, the Special Olympics.
Did Paul just fall?
There's Uncle Jessa.
Uncle Jesse, classic.
Right. Dukes of Hazzard, everybody. Here's another. Oh my God! Look at the size of this wizard.
Oh,
1996 year-end special.
That's Jim Lee.
I think it might be your boy Kevin Nolan, actually. I think that might be a signature, right?
Kevin Nolan?
Maybe not.
I
Really closer.
very much.
Actually,
That's a lot more rendering and a lot more muscle than he usually draws.
that's what I'm almost kind of thinking.
I just gotta.
I mean, he does like Doctor Strange.
I just gotta
I
check.
didn't know if he was zooming in on an adamantium nutsack.
Kevin Nolan is one of my. I know he does great DC work. I know. You could count the Batman. He's phenomenal.
Okay, it says Kevin Lau. My bad.
Okay.
Kevin
Congratulations.
Lau.
Okay.
So Kevin Lau.
Hmm.
Here we go.
Nolan,
We got,
Doctor Strange.
Nolan. There you go, Len.
Nolan. How about some Nolan Ryan?
Beating up some Robin Ventura.
I remember that.
That was classic Nolan Ryan.
Oh, here you go, Chad. You've been waiting for this one.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the
In the Raven.
Ravers. This is a great book.
That was that meltdown storyline too. Right?
Connor.
Yep.
John Connor.
And guess what? There's number 9.
Nice.
This is like you don't even see these you don't see these at all anymore. No one bought this series.
Warrior was a bartender. Remember?
Yeah. No. Oh yeah, Guy Gardner in the Warriors bar. Remember that whole storyline and his thing with the gatefold cover? That may be in one of these boxes too.
Is that a news fan?
Get that gatefold cover out.
That was direct. Sorry.
We just lost Paul.
Gone too soon. I think this might be my favorite cover of the Ravers. Just like the melty poison face.
But it's an homage to number 1.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Carl Kessel, man. That's one guy I wouldn't mind meeting one day is Carl Kessel.
Yeah. I want to ask him.
Superboy. And then, of course, you got to have that number 1.
Yeah, I love it.
I did love that cover as a kid too.
I like that book.
Half Suns on the hand. Yeah, this is a cool book.
I have a question on that. On that run, what was that? About 8 issues?
It wasn't too long. Actually, the one I had was issue 10. I don't think it went too much further past that.
Show me 10 real quick because I only have through 9.
It's during the Meltdown storyline.
Right. I'm
I
trying to
don't
think
have that one.
what became of that? I'm trying to think of what did that lead into afterwards?
It just ended.
It just ended. Yeah,
Like a lot of those books during that time just ended.
Yeah, kind of like Man Tomorrow.
I just think it's funny. Like we never even thought about bringing the Ravers back.
You know, they must have been just gone too soon.
And here's where Superboy crossed over with the Legion. Future Tense.
Classic Legion, dude. That's some classic stuff, dude.
That's Tom Grummett right there.
Especially when you hear about and read about the Legion in the great Marv Wolfman, George Perez Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah,
That's a good read.
Wolfman,
I have that.
Yeah.
I was just reading something. I was reading the Nova series. I just finished it again.
Yeah, you're reading some woman. Carson and old Cat Wren got to interview
Cat
Marvel.
Wren's about to join us here in a second.
Yes,
I love that cover.
J. Scott Campbell, man.
Fallen Wizard ever. That is the one you want.
Yeah, this is a cool cover.
Somebody asked me. That's the one thing I've ever wanted. I have a Todd McFarlane Spawn sketch, and I've always said I wanted that. That is my favorite thing McFarlane's ever done.
You wanted the same cover by the same.
No, that's Capullo. Capullo was later on.
Yeah, this is actually J. Scott Campbell.
Is this actually a newsstand?
McFarlane was that on where is that? I had it in the picture.
Is that a newsstand?
Is there a casting?
All these at supermarkets, man.
All newsstands, people.
Is this the casting couch?
What was that, Chad?
Is this the casting couch one?
Oh yeah, let me see if I can find a casting couch. You guys chat it up and get me off the screen. I'll find that casting couch.
All right, here I'll show you something here quick. I'll show this. I want to make sure you saw this.
Hold on.
Cat Wren's Grill, Superman Adventures coming soon.
Another elephant.
Yeah, this was my Wonder Woman. This is Wonder Woman number 61 from the 40s. Later 40s because it's Wonder Woman. Working on the other one is Wonder Woman number 9, first appearance of Giganta. And let's see how it goes. I'm looking around for that one. It's available. It's not hard.
He's ready.
Let me just say, your Wonder Woman is Liz, and she is not in the 40s. She's like in the 20s, right?
What a good casting call.
We found
Give our shout outs to Liz, man, and let her know that we're powered by the Hero Initiative.
Hello to you, yeah.
Carson, what a great casting call.
Yeah, so we got the casting call for Kingdom Come, which is kind of appropriate right now because remember, it was kind of a swirling that HBO Max wants some of that Kingdom Come money train.
So who did they got as Batman?
As Batman, Gregory Peck. So there you go.
Okay.
And the Wonder Woman, look at that. Linda Carter. Why not just go with the classics?
Why not?
Just get Linda Carter back.
I'd say do it now.
Who do they have as Shazam?
I mean, nothing against Gail at all.
Ken Wolf, white guy.
Who?
Oh, he kind of looks the part at least.
Who is it?
I have no idea. Some guy from White Guy.
Yeah, Wise Guy. That show was actually very good.
That was a CBS show.
Yeah,
just before Airwolf.
That's right.
They had the guy from Breaking Bad in it. The guy whose name was Mike on Breaking Bad.
Oh,
he was in Wise Guy with that guy.
Right.
Yeah, those were the two main actors.
Who was that for Green Lantern?
Robert Conrad from Wild Wild West.
Okay,
that's cool. That's a good one.
That is a good one, actually.
Who's that?
Aquaman?
Richard Harris is Aquaman.
Oh, Richard Harris gone too soon though.
Who got a Superman?
Man.
Unforgiven. Richard Harris in Unforgiven was great, even though he got beat by Gene Hackman. That was a great role. English.
All right, let's see. There's another page. Who do you think should be Oliver Queen, Chad?
Sean Connery.
Yeah, you got it exactly. That ain't even
That is awesome.
Sean Connery.
Nice.
And Power Girl, played by Anna Nicole Smith. Gone too soon. Leonard Nimoy is the Spectre, Chad.
Leonard Nimoy Spectre, cool.
Really? I don't know about that. Maybe without the ears.
Plumber is Norman McKay.
Without the ears. Those pointy ears.
And then, Lawrence Tierney of Reservoir Dogs fame as Lex Luthor. That's actually
Seinfeld fame.
True. Yeah, Seinfeld.
Elaine's dad.
I've never heard of
Highway to Highway. Great character actor. All of his whole career. Lawrence Tierney, gone too soon.
Yeah. And then there's your casting call.
Dude, that's an awesome call.
Turner Witchblade, man.
Oh yeah, Witchblade. Michael Turner, Witchblade, gone too soon.
That's
it's like making me depressed because all we've been talking about is people dead.
I was literally just talking about Justin Ponzer before I came on the show, and I'm like, man, I miss him the most.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of my favorite anchors of everybody. Everybody who worked with him, Hickman, everybody worked.
He's a fucking traitor.
Newsstand, baby.
Newsstand, mix it clear.
That's actually a good book.
Yeah. Anytime they go into the fifth dimension is always a good time. DC's Fifth Dimension rocks.
Yeah.
What issue did Lois change race?
Oh, that was way back in the Lois Lane stuff. Maybe late.
That was Lois Lane, Spider-Man's, whatever. Superman's girlfriend, Lois Lane.
Dude,
Was
it's the comic
Hi.
Lois Lane.
at,
It's Comic
What's
Core's
that?
Lois Lane. She has all the.
Yeah.
You know what's ridiculous? Honestly, put me on the screen real quick because as soon as he heard her voice, he
Oh,
came
sorry,
running
wrong.
in here.
it's not me.
Wrong guy. That was the wrong guy. Gimmick Carson. Flip the camera around.
Hi.
Oh,
He
no.
came running in real
That's my friend. Sam and I, we are bros till the very end.
Mm.
I was a little scared of him when I first met him, but you know, he loved himself some cat run figures by the end of this trip.
Oh.
Also, he loved Carson. He didn't like Mark though.
Well, no, he hated Mark.
He did not like Mark.
One of the most priceless moments of that whole trip was when Cat was on like that giant, whatever Chad calls that chair,
His
Love sack.
love sack.
a love sack, and he has a stairwell. Sam is standing over the stairwell like a freaking gargoyle, protecting
Watching
Cat from Mark.
just staring at Mark.
What about I sat on the couch, you were on this side of the couch, he sat in between us and was making both of us pet him, and if we stopped he would turn and just look at us like what? And then I remember Mark tried to get on the couch and he just looked at Mark and he's like, oh hell no. Mark was not allowed on that
Maybe
couch.
threw shade toward Chad. He's like, Chad, I get you all the time. You can stay over there. Got some Joe Juiceco Tomb Raider.
Ooh,
Oh, let me see that. I
Joe
gotta look at
Juice.
that.
Anytime.
Oh, that's
Absolutely.
pretty.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
That is
Top up there, like
great.
Actually, they did a book, strictly Blizzard
Yeah,
covered.
like the painters. Your
Would be
painters. Number one, you got to say Frazetta, Boris, Vallejo, then probably Sargent, but then right there, I'm throwing.
I love that one.
Number three right there.
That's Toby.
Yep. There's Juiceco again doing the.
I'm throwing Joe Juiceco as my third favorite of the painters. No offense to Saad Rebic, please don't.
And here's Casada and Ross. Alex
Nice.
Ross. Joe
Oh,
Quesada.
that's a cool one.
Tell me that's not a great combo right
That's
there.
nice.
Cool. That's
We're
like
talking about the Get Smart movie with The Rock.
Yeah,
Let me get this poster out of here for Kat. They got a free poster here from Wizard that she's got to see.
Is it
So,
Starfire?
No, but still cool. Some Buffy.
Oh, yeah.
Free Buffy. That might have
That's
to
what's
go on
up.
the wall.
Early
around-
Buffy.
Yep.
Early Buffy, because you
That
got you have the crucifix from Angel on her neck.
Yep.
That's how you can tell. That's easily the first 3 seasons.
Right.
A Diamond Previews exclusive Queens of Halloween ash can. I have no idea what the origin of this thing is, but there you go.
Who is it?
Sure.
Is it Lady Death, Witchblade, and Vampirella?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's Succubus right there in the back, right?
And that's a
There's
Mike Turner Witchblade, too.
Yep, there's Witchblade. There she is. Yep, there it is.
That's what's up.
That's nice.
Some more old Superboy.
Yeah.
142.
Oh, that's
That's
a
a
nice
good-
cover.
Oh, this might be a good one.
Almost through this box.
Legends.
Nice action.
Nice.
I didn't even notice the other side of this Wizard poster. I don't even know. This one was just kind of chilling on the counter. Wildcats X-Men.
I had that.
That's cool.
Cool. Yeah, Jim Lee's just like, I'm going to throw everybody I can draw on there.
Yeah.
Cole Cash.
They actually made that was a book.
That's right. It was, wasn't it?
It
Yeah.
was. It was one shot. I think it was a one shot, right?
And then there was a JLA versus Wildcats.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
And Supreme was on the team.
Mike, there's your combo right there.
That's badass
Wow.
right there.
That's a cool poster. Got Flash 110. Jesse Quick action.
Okay.
They gave Wally a bit of a break in that run. Oh, here you go, Chad. Some impulse. So
Love
Mark
Impulse.
Best, Humberto Ramos, Mark Wade.
That's what's
Yeah.
up.
Flash 111. Phil Jimenez.
Phil Jimenez is one of my favorite of that whole era.
Still.
Or Wheezy. Wheezy Simonson on steel.
who, by the way, is up to be nominated for an Eisner.
Nice.
No, to be inducted into the Hall of Fame.
That Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah, she killed
So
it.
vote Louise.
Yeah, this is all steel. More steel. Chad, did you read Steel?
I did.
Nice.
I did. Dude, it's funny because I was the biggest mark like you.
Yeah, you had to have them all.
Everything came out of it.
And these are still like these bags are the ones that they came in when you got the subscription.
Remember,
The original subscription bags.
do you guys remember when Steel X his suit ended up becoming organic?
Yeah.
Like that's when I was like, gone too soon. What you got there in the box? What's in the box?
I have my pulls from Midtown.
Oh my God.
I get home and my pulls are here.
I'm putting you on the big screen.
All right.
I'm giving this to Andy.
I'm going to hold it this way because my address is on the other side.
All right. Well, I'll wait till you open it.
Okay.
Pirates of Darkwater.
You don't let me have scissors very often.
It's the second time somebody said that tonight.
Seriously?
I said it.
Oh, okay.
That's going. If I see
Cut away from the body. Probably a good idea.
I'm gonna show Kat something real quick.
Booth. I never read Booth.
Booth? What is booth?
I have no idea, but
All right, Kat, I gotta show you the weirdness of what is.
What is?
Multiverse. You ready for it?
What is the weirdness?
This let me see if I can put the light on it.
Okay, that's the new one, right?
Yeah. So
What's weird?
okay, now I'm gonna compare him to Superman, right?
Does he chest bump people?
Like, look at his torso.
Does he have chest bump action?
Let me fix this light.
That's like that. That's like what's his name's Captain America.
Like, see, like he's got some.
Captain America.
But the problem I have here is this cape.
Okay. That's like
together.
That's like the Savage Land figures and everything they had. Like the cape they had for Batman for that, it was basically like this really tight, like just sloop around his neck and then just like.
The biggest problem is his
rubbery.
head. Look how small his head is.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That Beetlejuice guy.
I know, right? Get me off the screen. Put the chat on.
All right.
Oh, that was a great game.
Yes, like the Mortal Kombat. Hey, pull this out of the box.
I have that.
I love that.
I have that. I bought that from Poor Man's Comics.
Oh, this is a poor man's comic if there ever was one.
Dude, Captain Planet, dude.
Crusaders.
Hey, I'm working on my Battle of the Planets run now.
Remember going to see that X-Men movie?
Toys R Us exclusive.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Movie theater. And then Daredevil Part 2.
That is great stuff.
What a box. Let's see what Kat has.
All right, so this is my polls from, I don't know if this is this week or last week. I don't know. It's one of the weeks. Because I have it shipped weekly type deal. All right. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? First off, Detective Comics 1019. The B cover. Where's he at?
I like that cover. I didn't see that.
I like it too.
It's kind of got that vintage look to it.
It's Lee Bermejo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. It looks like Lee Bermejo. All right, Dollar Comics, Batman Huntress, #1, Cry for Blood. So I'm guessing it's just like the Cry for Huntress storyline, just a reprint.
Oh, okay.
The dollar comics have been pretty neat, though.
I've said that both of the big houses have done such a great job by doing that.
Batman 87 is this. I know it's a Tony Daniel, but those eyes, tell me those eyes right there don't remind you of Amanda Connor art.
Oh, yeah.
Just like the backdrop looks like Amanda Connor to me.
That Batman, I read that one last night.
Yeah.
Let me know what you think.
Okay. Well, it's tiny, so. All right, Batgirl 43. I got the Terry Dodson cover.
Never a bad call.
You know, it's Terry Dodson. It's Batgirl. Dude, I hate when they do this. Okay, so Midtown's been doing this thing where they like, if the barcode's on the back, it's easier for them just to like pack it like backwards. You know, so they can just scan and go.
Yeah.
All right, so Batman Curse of the White Knight, book 6. This is Edmund Wayne.
That's probably one of the best reads out there this year already.
Yeah. Next one is Red Hood Outlaw, issue 42. Okay, so this is this week's, because I remember this. All right, so I have the B cover right here with my boy Jason on it. And I don't know why this is in upside down. Thanks a lot, Midtown. But I got Red Hood Outlaw, issue 42. The A cover with a beautiful Artemis on it.
That is nice.
It's a nice cover.
Yeah.
Chad showed this off yesterday. I haven't read it yet, but very happy that they are back together.
That earlier series, that vintage series that you were doing, the one that DC does, is that like the Gotham by Gaslight kind of thing they're doing?
No.
No, I was kind of thinking.
No. Like it's tied into the whole White Knight thing, but it's kind of like
okay.
It's like the same thing, but not. All right, Once in Future, issue 6. Right, 0. Thank you for coughing, hon.
Point.
Okay. All right, so we have Unsacred, issue 3.
Nice.
Miracle Dalfo. I do really love this. Another Miracle Dalfo goodness. Okay, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, issue 47. I think I'm going to get fingerprints all over this, unfortunately. But
ooh,
I've been collecting all of the Ranger helmet variants. I've been on the Mighty Morphin kick since the original 0 issue.
The Boom?
Yeah. I'm collecting both runs, but the OG. Really, Midnighter sees I have a box and a few like packing parcels from this wrapped up. He's got to walk over and knock it over because it has to happen. It has to happen. Well, he sees the box and he's like, "Mine. This is mine now." I'm guessing this is Middle West because it looks like Middle West.
Oh, where's Legend?
Oh yeah, it's Middle West. Yeah, Drew Manchu and I both really love this series, but Middle West from Scotty Young, definitely some good nonsense right here. All right, and we talked about this last night as well. So this is Wonder Woman, the 750 issue, and this is the cover I picked out.
White cat cover.
I just thought it was a sexy cover, which I'm not always a huge J. Scott Campbell person. Like, I don't always have to get his stuff, but I thought this was pretty nice.
I get him, yeah. I get where you're coming. I'm not knocking J. Scott Campbell.
I'm not knocking him either.
But there's very few covers that I would really run out to go get. But some of them are absolutely fantastic, and that looks great.
I know a lot of people. They're like, anytime his store comes out with a new exclusive, they have to get them all.
Yeah, especially with the Spider-Man run that he did.
And like some of them are gorgeous. I'll give you that. But like, I don't need to like, go get them all. But like this one, it's a pretty sexy cover. Yeah. It really reminds me of the run with Wonder Woman where she gave up her powers and everything. And she was actually a second-rate character in her own book for a hot second there, which was kind of odd.
Hello?
Chad's answering the phone. But definitely reminds me of that. And yeah, really excited to see what's going on with this. So those are my pickup for this week in comics. Of course, you also saw that I got Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Yes.
I picked that up from my local shop. What's that? What's that?
Oh no, I was going over Die right here. I think the world should just admit that Stephanie Han is in a league by herself. Her artwork just ridiculously good. I mean, every page looks like every panel is a splash on that. Die is slowly becoming my favorite
it's
new
good.
run. I like that. You're a fan? Good. This and Undiscovered Country are my new recent ones that I've been reading, other than Thor and.
I'm a few issues behind in reading it, but I have them all.
Yeah, I got the trade. I said I was going to get the trade. That's kind of how I do things now.
You get the con exclusive trade, the black one.
No, right? No, this is the one that my local shop said they got this week for me.
Okay.
I ordered it from them. I said as soon as it comes out, make sure I get one.
Okay.
Because they actually. My local shop is really good on trades. They have them, and a lot of people here buy trades because, honestly, I think trades are one of the greatest things that ever happened. You know?
Oh, yeah. Definitely getting into older stories.
I think it's better for some of these stories should be read this way. I shouldn't, it flows better. Some of these great book arcs are so much better when they're read in this way. I just can't wait for the Immortal Hulk hardcover for that first 12 issues.
I just ordered the complete set of Zombilenium in hardcover the other day, so I'm pretty excited when I get that.
I get Harrow County Volume 4, I think, next week or something. Got all the Harrow counties.
That big library.
I got a new. I backed a few Kickstarters coming up.
Have you guys seen the Toonie Terrors?
The what?
Toonie Terrors.
Toonie Terrors.
Yeah.
You gotta jog my memory. Toonie Terrors.
These are awesome, guys.
Show your screen, Beb.
Hold on. Here we go. This is the second wave, or I think third wave. So it's Nosferatu.
Oh, okay, I got you. Wait, do they come in like 3-packs or are they like individual?
They're coming in 3-packs.
Dude, I want that Nosferatu.
That's pretty badass. Nosferatu, yeah. Let me see Frankenstein. I got one.
I don't need the nun, but I want that Nosferatu.
Here's all of them. Let me.
I want Frankenstein.
My friend that
I don't think they have Frankenstein. They're like modern day. So you got.
Look! Click the leather face. Click the leather face.
I'm pulling them up. So this is the second wave. It was Bride and Chucky, Leatherface, Michael, and Pinhead. First wave is Jason, Pennywise, and Freddy.
Where are these selling? Just like online? Are they released already?
They're NECAs.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's the video game versions too.
Yeah.
Dude, I've never seen those before. I need to get a couple of those.
They're pretty cool.
I just saw online the other day they had NECA had released Gremlin Carolers.
Chad, your screen's on.
And I kind of need to get those now. There's like 4 of them. I need to get those now.
Well, NECA has me super pissed off right now because I'm going to share my screen again. They keep on coming out with such good things. Do you see this, Carson?
Scroll up. Let's see. Oh, food.
I'll put it back.
It's the beans.
Pizza.
Oh.
Oh, not those.
God, what are those called?
Those are terrible.
But they're
the problem with these ones. The problem with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is they just straight up. They won't give them. There's no way I'm paying $100 for Bebop and Rocksteady. I'm sorry.
No,
yeah, that's too much.
Also,
Yeah. All right.
All right,
So.
guys.
I need to make a life-sized tray.
Well, you know what? I think why don't we take this off air because I know Carson's going to hit the hay. Legend wants us to do some Facebook thing.
Okay.
So, Carson, take us out. You be Legend.
All right. Peace out. God bless.
Powered by the Heroes Initiative.
Powered by the Hero Initiative.